And gentlemen, I think that we are live. And I just saw Mr. Stefano playing Warcraft 3, so I decided to go live a little bit earlier. Where is my bottle of water? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a streamer. Man, I stream so much. Crazy. But the content, there's too much content in Warcraft 3, okay? Just too much. Welcome everybody. My name is SaulApe. Nice to see you guys. Toxi versus Kukaracha. Toxi versus Angry Acolyte. Okay, this game interests me. Let's warm up the casting before we cover Mr. Stefano. Man, Mr. Stefano. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me watch this game from Mr. Toxi point of view, and I'm going to cast. Score Dark Inferno later. Okay, welcome everybody. Good evening. My name is SaulApe. And I'm an ape, and ladies and gentlemen, on the top right, this is Mr. Toxi, the game of Mr. Stefano I will cover soon. And I'm wondering how Mr. Angry Acolyte is playing versus Palarifle. He's a Criplord player, but in this game it's going to be Dreadlord technology. And let's see if Mr. Toxi is ready, because versus Dreadlord you need to have a very, very sophisticated micro. Very sophisticated micro. You need to be able to deal with sleep. Okay, and summoning the altar, which is like the new, it's very popular now, because we are going to stay on tier 1 for a long time. Actually, do we really want to unsummon our altar here? I don't know. We'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, nice sleep is here. Mr. Toxi. He's slowly creeping, as he should. He's starting with the turtles, which is interesting. It tells me that he's going to creep offensively. Okay, I understand. So because the next camp should be the orange, and after the orange he should push, but ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit different. Mr. Toxi with completely different creep route. He's going for the Orc Magi. Okay, that's interesting. So it tells me that he wants to get level 3. Okay, 4 rifles. Where is your lumber, Mr. Toxi? We are creeping very, very, very offensively here. Okay, missing 1 lumber, not like this. 4 rifles before tech. I play like that versus very aggressive undeads. And this is a good read, because it looks like Mr. Angry Acolyte is very, very aggressive. Welcome everybody, my name is SaulPlayerMan, and Warcraft 3 content never stops. And after this game I will cover Mr. Stefano. I like the fast TP, but is it fast enough? The Carrion Swarm can finish! Ooh. The Carrion Swarm was here, mamma mia. Hello Mr. Vess, Dreadlord technology by Mr. Angry Acolyte. I do remember casting game of Mr. Vess on this very map versus Oli, I think. And Mr. Vess was like very, 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 very in a very good position in the early game, and then still Palarifle won. The Forces of Evil won. And ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Toxi happy about this situation? Not really. He lost 1 rifleman, but Mr. Toxi is now accumulating the rifles. And with the power of militia, he can actually creep the orange camp. Hello, Mr. TTV, nice to see you. I'm going to cast Dark Inferno later. Toxi is playing. 4v4 Franzyzz is playing. And I have one replay of Mr. Franzyzz that I would like to cover. But but yes, ladies and gentlemen, there's too much action in Warcraft 3. And look what Angry Acolyte is doing. He now knows, he now understands that he can't deal too much damage to Mr. Toxi main base. to be in Mr. Toxi army, and he just grabbed level 3 himself, and I think Mr. Toxi can win this fight, and he will. And Holy Light level 3 is here, defensive sleep, but more ghouls are coming. I think that Mr. Toxi will win this fight, but he needs to pull militia right now. He's pulling the militia. He's going back. He's going back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Someday I will send you some noobish replay of me to comment on, so I feel like a star. Thank you, sir. Yes, okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes. There is so much content, Mr. TTV, like... I just opened Warcraft 3 Champions and I see Stefano playing, and if you don't know who Stefano is, man... I do remember being a Stefano fan, very funny French guy. Like big StarCraft 2 star, basically. He was the only one that was able to challenge the Koreans early on, you know, in the StarCraft 2 development. And he was kind of like a rock star. And he plays Polar Rifle 10 years later, so I don't know if it's a good or bad career. Up to you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano, of course, a friend. He was like friendly with Mr. Todd, I remember, then he retired. So yes, I hope that Mr. Stefano is doing fine. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the plan by Mr. Toxi? There is no Lumber Mill, there is one Arcane Tower. Hello, Mr. Baron. Mr. Baron TV remembers. Mr. Baron, congratulations on making amazing short. But to my taste, this short wasn't degenerate enough. That's like, you know... It was degenerate, it was like Mr. Baron made a short about Tyler 1 and Mr. Ina, but with muted audio. But probably audio had to be muted from the clip, but yes. And I like the comment that we never seen Tyler 1 after this clip, and I really like to think that Mr. Tyler actually saw this live. I don't know him, but I feel like deep down that he would enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an important moment. Have you heard the audio? Yes, sir. To be honest, Mr. Say-So, you know, who is like a very meme-friendly guy, you know. I showed him this clip on stream, and he said that it's actually this clip made him physically uncomfortable, and that he's not even miming. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, how is the expansion doing? Expansion is not doing that bad, and Mr. Angry Acolyte is going to be an angry lamer, because as we can... Oh, I love it, ladies and gentlemen, I love it. This is the moment when the Polar Rifle player wants to cross the map and wants to align the expansion. Scroll of protection and... Oh, okay, I love it. Mr. Vest, take notes. This is the moment when basically the base is vulnerable because there is not that many towers. We are just forcing the human to make towers. Mr. Toxi has Staff of Teleportation. Mr. Toxi has... there is no necropolis. Every acolyte is a dead acolyte, but we are going to be at tier 2 soon, so maybe it's not that bad. But ladies and gentlemen, not being able to remake acolytes is quite problematic. Mr. Toxi feels like he can trade still, and almost all the acolytes are dead. Hello, Mr. Butin, and hello, Mr. Dribini, sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, TP, offensive TP by the Polar Rifle player, and look, all of those ghouls are taken hostage almost. The ghouls are trying to evacuate, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there is the audio, but we need the original Mr. Ina clip. Okay, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it for the undead player, and I think that Mr. Vez is ready to type undead is trash. I blame this on late necropolis. I don't blame this on balance. I blame this on the late necropolis. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, making YouTube videos is a good thing, and making shorts, because I got a follower 1 hour ago when I have been eating. When I was eating, you know, with the family. So, ladies and gentlemen, passive income, the YouTube. We got 1 follow on Twitch. Thank you. Welcome in the crew, Mr. Expand Warcraft 3. Welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a long day of casting, but as we can hear, the energy is here. And ladies and gentlemen, in laming we trust, How many guard towers we talking? 0 guard towers for sub. YouTube technology, yes, Mr. Myotic, I have a YouTube channel and I just uploaded a replay review of Mr. Tyler 1 playing versus Mass Ghouls. So so that was a very nice quality content. Hello, Mr. Kolos, nice to see you. Hello, Mr. Kolos. Thank you for this message. And ladies and gentlemen, the Bloodmage is stuffing back. And where is the Dreadlord? Dreadlord is coming back. Okay, how many workers we can kill? Carrion Swarm, bam! Juicy! We have sleep technology. He's probably sleep. Beautiful. Pop the mana potion, and lame. And lame, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Toxi was able to kill the expansion. It's one base. But oh no, the Dreadlord. The Dreadlord may be in the death trap. No, this Dreadlord, run, Dreadlord, run. He's trapped. The Holy Light. Can the Dreadlord survive? James Bond of the Dreadlord family. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Teko. Good evening. Nice to see you. Yes, we spent some nice time. But ladies and gentlemen, like, there is too much action in Warcraft 3, ladies and gentlemen. Like, Warcraft 3 is not a dead game. Trust me. There is a lot of content. There is, like, freaking Stefano playing. Then we have, and there was no altar, by the way, so we couldn't go tier 3. It's tier 2 ghouls. Tier 2 ghouls! Mr. Vez, look at this laming. Look at this laming. Signore Veso. Guard towers are not going up yet. Dreadlord is here with the mana things. Healing, okay. It's only that game if you play Undead, or if only that game if you play something else than Human versus Polar Rifle, right? Then you are basically dead. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bloodmage feels confident, but it was a premature Staff of Teleportation. Paladin. Oh no, this Dreadlord, don't go there, Mr. Angry Acolyte. Mr. Angry Acolyte is trying to escape this situation. We have militia fighting ghouls. Actually, not even militia, the peasants. Yes, the diet is okay. But ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to re-expand. We are still on tier 2. I think, ladies and gentlemen, that Senor Veso is not that happy about it. But ladies and gentlemen, now maybe Mr. Ves can smile through tears, because there is one freaking worker left. That's what is left. Mr. Ves, smile through tears. Okay. Yes, we have the energy, guys. Welcome, everybody. I'm casting Toxi versus Angry Acolyte, and after this game, we are going to check freaking Stefano. StarCraft 2 test Stefano playing Warcraft 3. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's playing a human, by the way. Pala Rifle. I saw him game versus Tasiok. Hello, Mr. Gonzo, nice to see you. It's actually winnable if he keeps this up and doesn't lose Dreadlord. The question remains how much steam he has. Dreadlord is on level 4. We have 4 workers, but this expansion is going up to... So I think that Mr. Toxi feels a little bit like... you would feel in Kaz game, basically. Okay, is it staff or a full-blown TP? Just a staff to take the mana away, our mana. And ladies and gentlemen, look at those peasants. This is the lives of the peasant, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen to Mr. Todd. Let me turn off the soundboard. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Carrion Sword wasn't that juicy. Hello, Mr. Valors. Nice to see you. Hey, I'm here for the turtles. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the perfect accent of SaulPlayerMan, ladies and gentlemen. Peasant. And because the game is so poorly designed, it leads you to victory. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is this laming going to be efficient enough? Let's listen to Mr. Todd.
There's not one phase in the game here where you had to do anything difficult. You just went to the other side of the map and click on peasant.
Player's forces are
unfortunately, because the game is so poorly designed, that leads you to victory.
I need to make it a little bit louder, so sorry about that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was a clip of Mr. Todd talking about peasants, and I think that Mr. Toxi is stabilizing here because he was able to cancel this expo. Tier 3 is not even halfway done. We have 3 crypts, but we don't have the sweet energy. We don't have the gold to produce our ghouls. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi has level 5. He has the ancient Django, and Angry Acolyte says GG. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not waste any time. Let's see if Mr. Stefano is playing. Mr. Stefano is not playing, and let's get his replay on Flow TV. So, ladies and gentlemen, first thing first, let me tell you who Mr. Stefano is. Okay, let's watch a educational YouTube video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Stefano Warcraft 3. 11 years ago, he was quitting. Okay, so let's see how he used to look like 11 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Mr. Stefano in the surrounded by friends and family, I guess, ladies and gentlemen. He was giving the interview. He was in the Evil Genius clan. So like great StarCraft 2 player. And it was 11 years ago, guys. So he looks different now, I presume. But yes, he was a very famous guy in the StarCraft 2 community. And ladies and gentlemen, this famous guy plays on Warcraft 3 Champions, and I just lost his account, but no problem, we are going to find him. His name is Stephanie, right? Okay, this is him. He's French, and he has 2,147 MMR, ladies and gentlemen. Does a lot of MMR. He played some Dire Strike, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano played. He won versus Kukaracha with Pali Rifle. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see how Mr. Stefano, maybe he plays a Pala Footman, because I don't know if he is up to date with everything. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano versus Kukaracha, very high MMR game, and is he joining the Pala Rifle University? And you know, ladies and gentlemen, let's cast this game on Flow TV, so on YouTube. So why not? We need more YouTube concept, right? StarCraft 2 Pro in Warcraft 3. And Blade Zupa games, Mr. Gibini, can you believe it that more things are happening than just Blade Zupa games? Okay, let's make myself a little bit smaller. Perfect. Yesterday I played versus Pla Rifle with human and it was harder than I thought. Yeah, you need to know solutions. I lost with standard versus Mighty Lemes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's cast this game together. 1, 2, 3, go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulPlayerMan, and we have a very professional gamer, StarCraft 2 Stefano. If you know something about Warcraft 3, Mr. Stefano was making huge waves in the StarCraft 2 community, basically being able to win versus like a Korean StarCraft 2 players. Of course, now you may say in 2020 plus we have those amazing StarCraft 2 players from Europe. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano is definitely a legend. And now he's not that very active in gaming. But ladies and gentlemen, have you know that he has a Warcraft 3 Champions account? And he plays on Warcraft 3 Champions from time to time. His name is Stefano, he plays as Stephanie, and he's playing human. When I was preparing with this replay, I saw very familiar thing, so I thought that he's playing Pala Rifle, but this build order is different. This is not Pala Rifle build order, this is going to be, believe it or not, Pala Footman. Pala Footman technology. For example, from professional players, Mr. Yumiko, he used to try recently to play Pala Footman versus Night Elf, and to be honest, he failed. So ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about Mr. Stefano. He's playing versus Kukaracha, also known as Biko, a very strong Russian undead that has a lot of experience versus Pala Rifle in general versus Paladin Blood Mage combination. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano, show me, how do you play Pala Footman? And what is... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Stefano has only 300 APM. So as we can see, this is a high APM for a Warcraft 3 player, but I thought that he would like spam it. because, you know, in StarCraft 2 the macro is much harder, but Mr. Stefano is not going hard. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this beautiful paladin in the pirate skin. And Mr. Stefano is creeping the first camp. As we can see, nothing out of the ordinary. He is not rushing. Maybe he will play Chinese Paladin technology. And ladies and gentlemen, we all know what this ghoul is doing here. This ghoul has a backpack upgrade, most likely, because this is how Mr. Biko plays. And this ghoul wants to steal the item. Yes, it happened. I saw this game with my own eyes, believe it or not. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Death Knight is harassing us with Aura first. This is very weird. Happy would never ever play something like this. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a curveball that Mr. Cucaracha is throwing to Stefano. Remember that Stefano has less MMR than Cucaracha, so the Undead is coming to this game as a favorite. So, Mr. Stefano, you know, there is no pressure on him. He's just chilling in Warcraft 3 as he should. And ladies and gentlemen, Cucaracha brought a lot of ghouls. It's one base play by the human, by the French human. Ladies and gentlemen, is this surround full? Not really. What is a beautiful exchange of two heavy micro-intensive players. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cucaracha, he was able to get the surround. But Mr. Stefano will get one ghoul. Can he get a level up? Not really. The ghoul actually escapes. The aura works. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano had to teleport out. The pressure by Mighty Undead is working. But we are now deep in the safety of the human base. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano survives. By the way, if you are afraid that you are going to lose your hero, in my opinion, you don't have a TP, you don't have anything like that. There is nothing, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing. Okay, 1 second. Maybe let's remove this message. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? We are creeping the Gnoll Warden. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is important. And yes, my point was that if you are afraid, ladies and gentlemen, of having your hero focused, you need to go for the Divine Shield, okay? Because, ladies and gentlemen, Divine Shield is important versus potential hero focus. Okay, so is there something specific happening here? I see a blacksmith, and when you play Archmage, you can consider going for a rifle caster, but I'm afraid that if it's worth it to add a lot of rifle casters if you play without the Archmage. We'll see about that, what Mr. Stefano will decide. Sometimes you keep one priest only to dispel, you know, a little bit, but you usually do it versus Criplord. Versus Death Knight, you are not that worried about the potential skeletons. And look at this fast aura. Nice aura from the Death Knight. And ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Mr. Stefano is just holding. He is tier 2, so it means that he can add important thing. You know what is what goes best with the Paladin? Of course, Blood Mage. Even if you don't play Rifle, Paladin and Blood Mage, they are great friends. And finally, Mr. Stefano was able to get one ghoul. So it's an interesting dance between Mr. Cucaracha and Stefano. Cucaracha is still on level 1, by the way. So he wants to pressure. He wants to pressure Mr. Stefano non-stop. Remember, he doesn't have a TP. Maybe Under will just jump on him now. But who is jumping who? The amount of ghouls is very small. And look at this, Mr. Stefano with the surround. But speaking about surrounds, look at this. The Paladin is in trouble. But there is not enough ghouls. Mr. Stefano should be able to eat through it. And there is no coils. So the Death Knight can't spend his mana to kill the Paladin. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano, can you do it? Can you do it? Level up last second. He's trying to escape. He can go Divine Shield. And he counters around the Death Knight. StarCraft 2 genius. Out micro Cucaracha so hard. Saved by level up. And counters around. Mamma mia, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the difference is between professional players and apes like me, ladies and gentlemen. I can play Warcraft from time to time. I can get some MMR. But ladies and gentlemen, to out micro, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cucaracha dead match is... I know that you may say Solid was a little bit lucky, but man, try to execute this when you have Paladin that close to dying. And Mr. Stefano with a nice move. Was it intentional? We will never know about that, but look at this unit composition. It's footman rifles. Okay, if somebody would show me a print screen from this game, from this moment, and they would ask me, hey Saul, without knowing the player names, who is this guy? I would say this like this guy's making campaign units. There is no casters. He's playing Pala Footman into Pala Rifle. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, that was a good early game by Mr. Stefano. I mean, this exchange here was a game maker to get level 3 like that. But ladies and gentlemen, what is going to be? Is this unit composition good enough? Because, you know, Undead had very little ghouls. Because of one thing, Undead is probably cooking something. Of course, we have we see that it's going to be Necromancers, because we are observing in this advanced observer mode. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano doesn't know about that. He bought Boots of Speed, and he knows that he can be hero focused, so he invested into one healing potion. And also he has the invul. And ladies and gentlemen, is he going to spot the Necromancers early? And what is going to be his reaction versus Necromancers? Okay, this is hardly a creep jack, but you know, I still allow it. And as Undead, you can coil something to get the last hit. That's nice. Now the time for regen scroll, but remember, regen scroll time is like you need to spend a lot of time to regenerate this thing. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano, are we pushing? There are two Necromancers. But it looks like Mr. Stefano is going in. Boots of Speed on the Paladin are here. The mana is looking nicely. Speaking about the mana, Blood Mage is going to remove all of the mana from the lead. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, we have very small Undead army, and as usual, very big Paladin, Footman / Rifleman army. And ladies and gentlemen, Blood Mage is in trouble, banishes himself because there is no spells that can hurt him. And ladies and gentlemen, defensive banish by Stefano. This is also a masterclass. And we have Unholy Frenzy Leech, but it's just level 1 Leech, and he doesn't attack that strong. And ladies and gentlemen, what now? Okay. Banish increases healing, yes, but 1.6. And ladies and gentlemen, heal scroll used last moment. There is an attempt to kill the Blood Mage, but let me tell you, Blood Mage never dies. But those footies are so bad in the late game, but Mr. Stefano is able to keep them alive. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? What is happening here? The push continues. There is no expansion for Mr. Stefano. Mr. Stefano is pumping units from only Barak, and he's not bringing militia. That's the problem. Maybe Mr. Stefano doesn't know this concept, but you just need to bring free militia. You make proxy shop, and with the proxy shop, you have a lot of mana. So maybe that's why this push is not really, it's finishing the Undead. Undead is slowly making abominations, and abominations can be okay. The Blood Mage, defensive banish, healing potion used. And ladies and gentlemen, remember, destroying the Undead base is not that easy. Mr. Stefano, do it. Mr. Stefano with amazing micro, but he is not bringing any militia. But he has a huge supply lead. The rifles, they're attacking nicely with 1/1 upgrade. And ladies and gentlemen, the Pala Footman into Pala Rifle with no additional units are needed. We are just upgrading our beautiful rifle army. So maybe, ladies and gentlemen, this is how Pala Rifle was born. Ladies and gentlemen, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. And look, the sustain is here. All of the mana from the Undead belongs to Pala Rifle player. But yes, again, I will repeat myself. We need this freaking shop. And ladies and gentlemen, the damage output is nice. The damage output is nice, but Paladin can't heal without the mana. Is he going for the Holy Light on the Lich? Not really. The damage output is enough. And ladies and gentlemen, this one-base Necromancer play, even though it can work sometimes, not versus Stefano. His push was very early versus Death Knight level 2, and this Death Knight is very, very low. There is no Obsidian statues left, so regeneration is quite limited during push like that. Paladin needs to be careful. Mr. Stefano is probably thinking about Banish Holy Light combination to deal even more damage, and the push is intensifying. We need this freaking proxy shop, Mr. Stefano. That's what we need to do. Maybe he'll see this video and he'll go for the shop next time. Undead is healing with the healing potions. This is not as efficient as Undead would like to have a situation. You know, it's not as efficient as Undead would like to be. And it's 55 supply of Pala Rifle versus 17 supply of the Undead. Mr. Biko is holding with the last moment, and we are going deep to get the leech in Vulpap, and now Death Knight is dead, and ladies and gentlemen, that's like that. Mr. Stefano with those amazing moves, with this omega simple strategy, he was able to win versus 2200 MMR. Undead, Mr. Biko. Thank you guys for watching. If Mr. Stefano plays more epic games, I will show you them. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a nice game. Thank you for watching, and see you guys. Bye-bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to take a short bathroom break, and I will be right back. Yo, 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 sorry for this short break. Ladies and gentlemen, this game was pretty amazing. Okay, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And hello, Mr. Exile, nice to see you. Hello, Mr. Gonzo. Hello, Mr. Yaditz. Hello, Mr. Akrial. Hello, Mr. Duplicos. Hello, Mr. Arechek. Hello, Mr. GR Veni. New Zealand? Are you from New Zealand? I need to somehow send Makura to New Zealand. I need to talk with Mr. Seiso. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the Makrura meme, look at this. By the way, Mr. Random Bad Gamer sent me a new Makrura picture from Cambodia. So we need to add a Makrura there. But ladies and gentlemen, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Makrura is slowly spreading. We have new Makrura in Helsinki, Finland, which is of course amazing. Shout out to Mr. Niechu. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 9 minutes to Dach Inferno. And is Mr. Stefano playing? Mr. Stefano is not playing, but let's check his account. Okay, again. Stefani. Okay, so what he plays, did he play versus somebody like very well known? So Mr. Taesiok, for example, won in 6 minutes. Okay, he was trying to play Archmage Beastmaster, so like the pressure. Okay, 1-on-1. Played versus BSK, Kuro, Kukaracha. Who is this? MK versus Warden. Okay. Welcome everybody. Later, he played versus Leon, Human Mirror, but it was October. So look, he has been active since 2 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games recently. So, ladies and gentlemen, maybe these Tyler 1 streams, Mr. Grabby bringing so many Warcraft 3 players. Maybe Mr. Stefano got inspired. Okay, it's nice. Okay, I want to see this game really quickly, and then we are going to Dark Inferno. How are you doing, everybody, by the way? Today we have amazing games coming in the Dark Inferno. Is Toxi versus Sushi Core, Shoki versus Dr. Shosh, Ente versus Call Me Master, and Franzyzz versus Chris. Okay, 4 games. Mamma mia. If you don't know what Dark Inferno is, it's like a league for German, Austrian, or Switzerland residents residing. Okay. Or citizenship. Hello, Mr. Gradient. How are you doing? Let me check the link. I forgot to... Okay. Watch. Oh, yes. Soul Big YouTube. I have 8 views, but thank you, Mr. Gradient. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is a YouTube video of Tyler 1 versus Undead at 1000 MMR. Not Stream Sniper, but yes, we need to start somewhere. And maybe a lot of people want to see new games, right? So... of Tyler, so we'll see about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before Dark Inferno is going to start, one more replay. This time not for YouTube, just for our just to enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, why MK is good versus Warden? Because actually MK wins 1v1 fight, I think, right? Because of this bolt control. By the way, can you dodge every bolt with blink? That's my question. Like, how fast you need to react with the blink so the bolt doesn't hit you. I don't know. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this game is not for YouTube. This game is just for fun, ladies and gentlemen. And with the previous game of Mr. Stefano, I don't even know if I will upload or not. We'll see about that. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy Mr. Stefano with MK technology. It's quite easy. But it's not easy. I don't know myself. I never know how it works.
Job's done.
We'll see about that. We will keep eye on Warden dodging bolts. It was a good game, Mr. Arkial. You know this game? Are you Stefano? Bonjour. Ça va? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You know this game? Crazy. Okay, let's see. So it looks like straight up expansion. No, the last one. Responding. Okay, now I understand. Thank you, sir. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Actually, I want to make the camera a little bit bigger. Like, 1 second. Okay, Big Ape Man on the stream. Mr. Angeline has camera for like half of the screen, basically. But I'm in the footman way. Okay, perfect. Okay, we are done. No more clicking, sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're creeping the big guy, Mr. Stefano, with the instant Forest Roll Shadow Priest, but he's healing! You should turn off healing, Mr. Stefano. As I said today to Mr. Sersaburo. Been watching so many human players lately, it really makes me want to play human. I don't know if you are a main human or not, but I have a video how to start playing Warcraft 3 in 2025, if you like not into Warcraft 3. If you don't own Warcraft 3, there is an instruction, because I don't know, maybe Mr. Tyler 1 versus Grabby Showmatch will bring a lot of new players. We'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler 1 is going for level... Tyler 1. I usually play Orc, so Mr. Arkril is an experienced player. Great. So look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be level 3 creep road. So now Mr. Stefano will bring 5 militia. And he will go to his expansion location. The Wisp got ensnared. Remember, his opponent is on high MMR. It's like 2000 MMR plus, 2200 MMR plus. So that's interesting. Okay, and what's now? What's now? Okay. Start the creeping. Hello, Mr. Legend. Days off. Nice to long days off. Okay, pushing it. Okay, so we get MK level 3. What we would like to do with MK level 3? We would like to buy Boots of Speed, Staff of Teleportation, but of course our goal is limited, and then we chase archers. With MK level 3, with full mana, you can chase archers one by one. So I would sell the TP. Okay, the Warden is here, but on level 3, bolt? No bash. I mean, no blink so far. We have Boots on the MK and the Warden, and Warden is deciding about the spell. Are we going to see the bolt? Are we dodging? Are we dodging? Mr. Stefano is repositioning his workers. Warden is thinking what to do. Is there expansion here? There is no expansion on the spot. The expansion may be here, of course. That's the natural spot. And Bash and Bolt, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Bash-Bolt combination. Mr. Stefano is checking for the expansion position. There is no expansion. It looks like one-base Warden play. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, MK is doing nicely. There is actually Blink by the Warden to escape this situation. And Mr. Stefano is doing fine. I don't know why he brought 4 workers instead of 5, so small mistake. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano is looking for some action. Okay, Hans. Okay, this is going to be a very aggressive play, I think. Instant surround? Instant surround? Mamma mia. He killed the Troll Berserker with instant surround. Man, this guy knows how to surround, man. Okay, Bolt just kills the troll immediately. MK is on the edge or everything. Welcome, welcome everybody. Good evening. Okay, but Warden is strong as well. But MK, look at those items. Pripyat of Vitality, Ring +4. This MK is very tanky, but there are even limits to MK tankiness, and he's trying to escape. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Arcane Vault, which is of course the human shop, and it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, that our opponent, Mr. Nidal from Korea, is basically playing very, very aggressively. So we have our beautiful priest to the rescue. Bolt! Okay, mana is limited on the Warden, but it's enough for the blink, so there is no point to even try to surround. We have 1 Arcane Tower, but 3 hands. This is a lot of damage from them. Mr. Stefano should power build the Blacksmith, I think, or maybe he can just buy Troll Berserker. We need Troll Berserker ASAP. But Mr. Stefano can't afford him, and ladies and gentlemen, this aggression looks quite deadly. Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? Hello, Mr. Godot, 2200 MMR, yes. And Mr. Stefano, StarCraft 2 Stefano, do you remember him? Very, very good player in StarCraft 2, the legend, the Bash! And TP forced! There is no more aggression for the Nidalv. Nidalv needs to reposition immediately. Of course, there will be healing. Yes, Mr. After this game, I'm going to cast Dach Inferno, Mr. X7 Tech. Is game already on Flow TV? Is game already on Flow TV? Probably not yet. Yes, there is a lot of casting recently in Warcraft 3. A lot of cool games, a lot of tournaments, and let's see what the future will bring. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What is the Bash chance? That's a great question. Mountain King. Mountain King, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. Bash is on level 1. 20%, 20, 30, 40, if this data is correct. Because sometimes data on Wikipedia is not correct, but it says it's 20%. We'll see about that, ladies and gentlemen. And it's increasing. But I remember the Blizzard was tinkering over this, so I'm not exactly sure. And we are actually teleporting because, ladies and gentlemen, look what is happening here. Hello, Mr. Gomtrika. And hello, Mr. Balkenday, and hello, Mr. Taren. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. The hidden ancient protector aggression is here. But ladies and gentlemen, we have defense ability. Look at this MK. This MK is scared. Mr. Stefano knows that he's mining from many bases. Is he able to surround and kill it? I don't know. Is there troll priest here? Not really. Ladies and gentlemen, this MK is in danger. But can Mr. Stefano do amazing? Okay, the board. He bolts the warden. Can he kill the warden? Bash! This bash, ladies and gentlemen, the face-off of heroes. MK wins this face-off, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano is chosen by God, basically. He has so many these close fights, 1v1, and he wins all of them. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefano knows how to take risks in Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2, so ladies and gentlemen, was it calculated? I don't know. Can you recreate it? I don't know. But as the saying goes, hello, Mr. Nilsson, if you want to be... My friend had this saying that if you want to be an astronaut, of course, you need to be very skillful, but you need to also be lucky. Not to be chosen one, but to make sure that this spaceship will work properly. You need to be basically lucky. So Mr. Stefano, maybe, you know, he has those very close encounters, and he's usually finishing on top. Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Let me check Dark Inferno official broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the first game between Shocker and Mr. Shosh is already happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me join Dark Inferno Relegation. So, as you can see, there is this beautiful tournament, and we have Toxi, Sushi Core, Shoki versus Dr. Shosh. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here is no humans in the relegation, ladies and gentlemen. Custom. The game is on Flow TV. It's at the same time? Is it at the same time? Toxi versus Tsuchiko is happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to cover Mr. Toxi. We need to cover Mr. Toxi. Because Toxi is our friend, ladies and gentlemen. So let me change. Because it's like at the same time, basically. Okay. Yes. Casting. Toxi versus Sushi Core. Orc. Toxi with Pala Rifle. Okay, and we can add grid command. So if you want to see Shocker versus Dr. Shosh, it's on Back to Warcraft. And ladies and gentlemen, myself, I'm going to follow Mr. Pala Rifle player. Let's go, Mr. Toxi, go. Toxi, who is residing in Germany, in Berlin, versus Mr. Sushikor. Ladies and gentlemen, on the top left, we have a new addition to Polish Pala Rifle University. This player is amazing. This player is respected by Professor Lemes. His name is Toxi, and he's playing human. And where is his altar? Mr. Toxi with a different build order. Okay, that's an interesting build order. That's new. Like, usually you take one of the peasants from gold, man. That's why I don't have PhD in Polish Pala Rifle University. I'm just janitor/president. Because I don't understand this. But Mr. Toxi, be my guest and show me. Show me how do you play Pala Rifle just better. Maybe he prepared this build order. But we'll see about that, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's Pala Rifle. It's Mr. Toxi. It's Mr. Toxi. Okay, let me put the score. It's 0-0. 1 second. I'm just an ape. Reminder. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, this is clear Pala Rifle, and his opponent is going for Farseer Headhunter without the ground, Mr. Sushikor. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sushikor, are you ready for some lames? Okay, 1 second. 1 second, sorry about that. We are almost there. We are almost there. Info. Okay, Dark Inferno. What's the name? Dark Inferno. Okay, Mr. Toxi. What are we going here? So, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that Mr. Toxi popularized, Poly Rifle University. Mr. Badkrabs, you don't know the Poly Rifle story? By the way, I need to record a Poly Rifle documentary. Okay? Like, those are, sometimes you can check a documentary about somebody very successful, you know, I don't know, documentary about Bill Gates. Is Nemo Toxi? Yes, sir, Mr. Gomtrika. And they show this, like, Bill Gates, like, working hard in his garage, developing, like, Windows or whatever. And we need to do the same with Poly Rifle. Like, interview with Professor Lemes. Like, oh, I started 1800. I had, with everybody told me to play Archmage Footman, but I never listened, and now I'm winning versus them with Poly Rifle. And then, you know, Starbuck joining the university, Fortitude joining the university, and we need this epic music, like, connected to success, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on the game. Mr. Sushikor is playing normal strategy. There is nothing weird with this, what he's doing. And Mr. Toxi is playing his beloved, ladies and gentlemen, 2 additional workers, because he is expecting a very, very strong laming game, probably. And with 2 additional workers, you can creep 2 more things. And Mr. Badcrams, I can tell you the Poly Rifle University's story when we have some downtime. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Lemes always said, Saul, when you have 3 rifles, you can fight. He found the holy light, exactly. Exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, I was there. I was at ground 0. I do remember Lemes being at 1800 MMR on Warcraft Champions before Lemes became a legend. I remember hating on Poly Rifle. I remember falling in love in Poly Rifle. I was there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, the militia uptime can be grounded. By the way, Mr. Toxi should consider proxy creeping the green, but now he's dancing a little bit left and right, with the orc. This is of course classic, and Mr. Toxi is doing more than fine. When did you realize that Poly Rifle is better lover than Farseer Headhunter? I saw Lemes, and I just tested the strategy. And I didn't believe in strategy, and then Mr. Baskill, I woke up next day and I checked my MMR, and I was like my record MMR, and then I understood that yes, Poly Rifle is much better than some Archmage Footman. Hello, Mr. Cageman, nice to see you. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, okay. Panda, okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sushikor is prepared. Remember that he's the underdog in this matchup. But ladies and gentlemen, this is pure preparation. Mr. Rimo Dimo, Mr. Hitman, Mr. Starbuck, Mr. Taesiok, they all like this strategy. Basically, you harass a little bit, harass. And then when your Panda is out, you basically get... you send all of the headhunters to the Panda, you creep the Panda to level 3, and you try to be annoying with the Farseer. And that's what is happening. It of course forces you to basically, controlling 2 screens at the same time. By the way, lovely Makrura, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen and in-game. Yes, Mr. Gons, I actually agree with you that we should creep the camp that is in more offensive position first, because we'll get the creep jack. So Mr. Gonzo with a very, very smart point here. Okay, the good news that... No, the item! This is a disaster! This is grand disaster! 1 headhunter is dead immediately! Mr. Toxi got 2 headhunters! Ay, who is creeping who? Mamma mia! Mr. Cageman, I'm well. I had an amazing cast in the morning. I was casting like this Dolphin Cup Korean qualifier. Mr. H. Hi Tuntun, the sponsor, came to the stream. He gifted 10 gift subs as a thank you for casting the tournament. Even though I was watching Mr. Angeline, I wasn't in the lobby because I don't have the KK access yet. And then Mr. Badcrams with a lot of gifted subs, and the community gifted subbed as well. And I made the YouTube content, so you know, there is so much action in Warcraft 3, I can't believe it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another Makura goes down. This time Mr. Sushi Core got the kill, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi is going to push very, very early. This is important, ladies and gentlemen. The full time, not yet, Mr. Cageman, not yet. Not yet, but we are going there, Mr. Lajuk, hello Mr. Lajuk, nice to see you. Definitely the passion is here, and I'm trying to be better what I'm doing by improving. The diet helps because I have more energy. But ladies and gentlemen, what Mr. Lajuk is pointing out is that basically Orc is not operational yet. As we can see, Orc is on tier 3, that was a big investment. Panda is on level 2, without the mana. Okay, there is a big mana potion, but ladies and gentlemen, there is no concrete. Concrete is late. Panda is trying to buy some items. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sushikor is going to buy Firelord. And with Firelord, I think he's going to try to fight. But fighting Mr. Toxi, fighting the Pala Rifle expert, the Pala Rifle maestro, the second most important person in Polish Pala Rifle University behind Lemes, is not that easy. Mr. Toxi is enraged, Mr. Toxi is ready, Panda is on level 2, there is no Taurens. And ladies and gentlemen, it was in the air, but ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it's good to have a proof, you know? Sometimes it's good to have a proof, okay? Basically, that proof is like, you may say that Pala Rifle is imba, you may say that Pala Rifle is good, but you need to prove it. And Mr. Toxi, he used to be just an idle player. He used to play, of course, random in 4v4. He was very good with this. But now he showed us that in 1 month, you can learn Pala Rifle, and he has almost his night of MMR with Pala Rifle. Well, Mr. Lajuk, I hope that we are going to see the patch quickly. What is Toxi doing? I mean, Sushi Core is pausing the game, and what is Toxi doing? I don't know. Toxi is basically killing Mr. Sushi Core workers, and Mr. Sushi Core is having a problem. Maybe technical problem, maybe he's lagging, maybe in real life he's calling him. Yes, I have been called by in real life many times, so I do understand him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the game was unpaused, and we are waiting for the Firelord. Is Toxi playing Pala Rifle in Mirror? No, sir. Mr. Toxi is playing Pala Rifle only in 2 very friendly matchups to the Pala Rifle. Sushi Core has left the game. Maybe they were actually talking. That's what I like. How long until the patch, Mr. Lajuk? I have no idea, because I heard that they changed some things there, but I don't know the details. And ladies and gentlemen, the game has ended 5 minutes ago. Maybe Mr. Sushikor is fixing some stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see Dr. Sosh versus Shocker. Lajuk, what would you change in the patch? More buffs to Pala Rifle or some nerfs? Tell me. And I can't wait for these balanced discussions. By the way, more balance for all. This is also true. I have some balance ideas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while we are waiting, we are not wasting any time. Let's just watch another game. So it's going to be Shocker versus Dr. Shosh. I don't know, do I have any German speaking viewers? Dr. Shosh. But yes, I love when Mr. Neo is reading his name, because like it sounds so German. It's Mr. Shosh, this orc. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on the top left we have Undead from Germany. His name is Manuel. He's a veteran, 4v4 veteran, Undead veteran. And ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't play meta. He likes to play his beloved DK ghouls. This guy is like a German happy. The man of good habits, the man of basically playing. He's playing the DK fast fiends. So his hero is very slow and his fiends are very fast. Of course, he can play different strategies, but he loves this. And ladies and gentlemen, let me explain you some things about this strategy. Hero is out, even ladies and gentlemen, later. than Pala Rifle. So this is a very slow build at start, but look at this, he already has one feint and he's pulling nicely, and even though he got some damage. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Dr. Shosh, is, ladies and gentlemen, playing fast tech. Is a fast tech technology. Is he going to play Wyvern? We'll see about that. And look, the DK is here. And ladies and gentlemen, experience went to Mr. Shocker. He has freaking almost 15,000 wins on Warcraft 3 Champions. And ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. And he got this experience. So Blade Master was ready, but he wasn't ready enough. And we have the detection. Dr. Shosh this time gets item and experience. Okay, that's a nice start. By the way, what I wanted to say, I prepared a Pala Rifle parody video like a half year ago, and it's non-public. I posted it on some Discords. And when we are going to get the patch, you know, I'm going to present this video, ladies and gentlemen, because I think it's very funny. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, look at this Makrura. Look at this Makrura. Look at this face. Okay, how is the Orc doing? Orc is going for the last hit, +1 agility, stolen by the Blade Master, but there is no more mana. There is no more mana. Okay. Mr. Shocker is almost on level 2. Big fight over Makrura, ladies and gentlemen. It feels a little bit like SaulPlayerMan during the LAN. Everybody wants to get Makrura. Everybody wants to get Makrura. Okay, they said anything about new patch coming soon? No, Mr. Kashorik, but what they said, what Mr. Neo said, I mean, he called the Blade Master to keep him away, you know. Mr. Neo said that he's expecting patch for Warcraft 3 soon, because Warcraft 2 got the patch, Warcraft 1 got the patch, and now it should be us. But yes. I don't know, Mr. Best Player EU. But ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on the game. So, the fight over creeps continues. We have mana for 1 Windwalk. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shock, the Bash! The Bash is here! No, this Blade Master, no, Mr. Dr. Shosh! But he got the experience and the item, and it's a good item, and he even stole the book, but maybe he's too greedy. Mr. Shocker is trying to block him. He's trying to block him. Can he do it? It's 140 HP. The Blade Master survives. The Blade Master... Can we double coil him? Double coil him! Okay, not enough. Not enough, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Are they patching Warcraft 3.1? That's what I heard, but I don't know because I don't play. He should coil the Kobold. Yeah, this is true, Mr. Gonzo. It's like... coil is 100 damage. Crit is not that much damage, so... that was loud, man. Okay, okay. By the way, let me tell you, Warcraft is not too loud for your taste, because I was experimenting a little bit with the audio. What MMR? This is a league, and this is a very high MMR, 2200 plus, Mr. Shocker. Coil! Oh, Mr. Gonzo Tamer. Mr. Gonzo Tamer, what do you say now? Mr. Shocker should polish his coils. This Blade Master can windwalk. This Blade Master can windwalk. This Blade Master is psycho. He's in the psycho mode, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Psycho mode Blade Master. Mamma mia. Ay, ay, ay. Mr. Shocker will probably buy. Horrible early game. Okay, the question is, what's the kicker? And the kicker looks standard, ladies and gentlemen. So, Wyverns. But I don't know if Mr. Org is ready, because usually on high level, Undeads are trying to play like Happy. Happy would play. Oh, that was is this Sasquatch? It's Sasquatch. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a nice creep manipulation here. As we can see, we are creeping the Sasquatch without fighting the rest of the camp because of the Hex abuse. What I wanted to say, yes, that basically, usually Undeads are following Mr. Happy, so they don't play Fiends, and Mr. Shocker has a lot. He has a lot of Fiends, ladies and gentlemen, so... I don't know how this game is going to look like later. Mr. Shocker, okay, he is going to the Orc base. Is it a good idea? We'll see about that. There is no concrete. Okay, let's see. We have 4 Wyverns in the air. Mr. Shocker is not going to be creepjack. Yeah, the game is open, that's for sure, that's for sure. Hello, Mr. Down the Polar Bell, nice to see you. Well, that's why Mr. Happy is avoiding playing Fiends, right? Because, like, they kinda die. And yes, but let's see, Mr. Shocker will have a lot of them, and it's... Ooh, we are adding TC. I like what Mr. Shosh is doing. He's basically going to try to counter the ground army of Mr. Shocker with Stomp, because with Mass Wyvern versus Meta, Orcs are playing only double hero, usually, but here is going to be the triple hero. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Okay, we have Shadow Hunter level 2, so, but he needs to start healing. That's interesting. Let's use the healing wave, no? Why this Shadow Hunter is running with red HP? We'll see about that. Mr. Shocker is getting levels. Okay, he's creeping the middle. By the way, I'm going back to Mr. Toxic game. If the Toxic second game is online, we'll see about that. Mr. Shocker is creeping, he has big mana potion, mana is very important, Scroll of the Beast is cool, and is it a creepjack? This is hardly a creepjack. Ladies and gentlemen, Scroll of the Beast used by Mr. Shocker. He wants to fight for real, but ladies and gentlemen, the Orc is online, the Orc has Stomp, there is no Dispel. Mr. Shocker is cool as cucumber. Another Stomp connects to the Death Knight. Lich survives. Ladies and gentlemen, this Orc is ready. Mr. Shocker, are you ready? He has web. He's starting to kill the Wyverns. He's fighting before Orb technology. And speaking about orbs, look at this. Blade Master with the Orb of Lightning. Blade Master is a very nice item. Supplies favors Mr. Shosh. And ladies and gentlemen, to my surprise, it looks like Mr. Shocker is losing this. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe there is a counter to this style of Mr. Shocker. His early game was shaky, his mid game was okay, and the late game is looking terrible. Mr. Shocker is losing almost everything. He doesn't have Orb, he's playing Dark Ranger with Silence, and this Dark Ranger is about to die. Not really, survives. Mr. Shocker is fighting with just the heroes. Lich needs to be coiled, level 3, Hex! The coil was in the air almost, ladies and gentlemen, and I think that this weird Lich dying, this is the advantage that Orc is not going to let go. He's chasing the Obsidian statue, and Orb procs immediately. Obsidian statue melted. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and now Death Knight is next. There is no TP, and the Orc is not proccing. Mr. Shocker is trying to hide in his base. 46 supply for the Orc. And you know what Orc can do now? Orc can do everything. And Orc is going for another Shocker coil. I love it. Orc is going. Okay, we have Silent. Okay, is it too cocky? Ladies and gentlemen, look who is chasing who! Look who is chasing who, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Shosh says, I'm the next German master. You know, in this tournament. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. I'm the next Dach Inferno winner. Ladies and gentlemen, where is Mr. Sushi Core versus Toxi? What happened? Is it a free win? And ladies and gentlemen, for the viewers that know how to count, we have a strong spoiler. Because game number 3 is online. And now we are going to watch game number 2. So yes, it means we know who won this game, right? But ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real on SaulPlayerMan TV. By the way, if somebody is watching the stream and not following the Twitch channel, please consider following. And if somebody is not subbing to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to the YouTube. I posted 2 shorts today and 1 video. Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 2. It's Dach Inferno. And the score is 1-0 for Mr. Orc, Dr. Shosh. Okay. And Warcraft 3 TikToks. Yes, I uploaded a TikToks as well. Okay, before we cast the game, if you are... Okay, you may be aware of the language that youth is communicating with each other. It's called brain root language. So my idea is to one day, because I'm almost like... I understand brain root, but it's not that easy for me to communicate in brain root. But with ChatGPT, I will try to record a TikTok in brain root language about Warcraft 3 to basically, you know, like 30 seconds. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the follow, Mr. Betty White Sauce. And yes, I want to post it on YouTube, on TikTok, basically explaining to the youth what Warcraft 3 is, and that playing Warcraft 3 is cool. So like says statements like Warcraft 3 is full of Riz, it's for Rizlers, and yeah, stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, just for memes. But ladies and gentlemen, it's too many memes. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is like, okay, this strategy with fast fins doesn't work. Let me open standard. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that Mr. Vez is watching. Mr. Vez is a big fan of Undead, and this is going to be standard play by Mr. Shocker. Okay, Mr. Shocker, show me the money. He's creeping a very dangerous camp, because the Blade Master can steal big turtle and experience, and he even can steal a small turtle. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, is it a full surround? Okay, so Windwalk forced. He's actually trading HP. I would never trade HP here. I think Org is over trading. Do you agree? And what's now, Mr. Shosh? What's now, Mr. Shosh? You just died like that? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I can see why game number 2 is looking better for Mr. Shoka. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful Makrura chilling on the Tide Hunters. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? Welcome everybody to second game between Shocker and Mr. Shosh. Blade Master is back. And is he back in time? Not really. Mr. Shocker is already on level 2 with 2 permanent items. Mr. Shocker would like to creep the Makrura. Do we have a Circlet? A Circlet is in a Blade Master possession. Sorry about overlay. If you check in items, you always check on the bottom right of the inventory, because yes, Blizzard overlay is bugged. Mr. Shosh is he bought the sleepers and he's creeping the big guy, because the big guy drops nice item. Look what he's doing! I mean, he's just repositioning his Blade Master without losing DPS. Hopefully, can he creep this? He can, right? He can. And level 2, not really, but okay, ladies and gentlemen. Big healing potion, but you'll take you. That was very risky. But it was calculated, that's nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Shocker is just patiently creeping, but the problem is that Blade Master can't really reveal himself, because he will just die. Okay, and suddenly he can't steal any items, and he's just running back. But he was there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is like, oh my god, it used to be a Orc Magi here, but not anymore. Thank you for the follow again, Betty. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue this amazing game. What is happening here? Okay, there's a lot of ghouls. Mr. Shocker is creeping under pressure. He has a lot of mana. Item and experience goes to Shocker. Coil to save the ghoul. And ladies and gentlemen, 1 or 2 more kills, and Shocker will get level 3. Level 3. Okay, 1 more kill. No additional experience for the Blade Master, but another coil will be forced. But it means that the Murlocs goes to Mr. Shocker, and 62 mana. If Blade Master is surrounded, the Blade Master will die. Speed crawl, Mr. Shocker, he gets the surround with the help of the Murloc Bloodgill. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, this Blade Master has no chance. Actually, he had a chance, because he had the big healing potion. Ladies and gentlemen, it freaking worked. Mamma mia, there was a big healing potion. I thought that he got it. I should check the inventory, but ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker with another surround. Mr. Shocker with the re-surround position. There is no healing! Ay, 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 ay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of surrounds, there is a lot of heroes dying. That's what we love in Warcraft 3. This non-stop action, ladies and gentlemen. Shoka versus Mr. Shonsh. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Lich is here. Grande casting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Grande plays. Yes, let's keep it like that. Keep it like that. Okay, Orc is going for the same strategy that he did in game number 1. Mass Wyverns. And look at this. This is a sad individual. This Blade Master is sad. His friend Shadow Hunter had to go to the hospital. He's not creeping that well anymore. And look at this. He's pulling Makrura because he knows that Makrura is very, very, very fragile. Not fragile, very strong. And he needs to do it. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is creeping nicely. His Lich is almost on level 2. And in this game, Mr. Shocker is surviving until tier 3 just fine. In game number 2, he got crushed in the mid-game, but not anymore. Lich with double claws and slippers. Level 2 unlocked for the Lich. We are playing more Fiends. Ladies and gentlemen, both players are just creeping, but ladies and gentlemen, it's looking better for Mr. Shocker. Item is Ankh, so it makes him immune to hero focus, at least on the Death Knight. Because with the Ankh, you can actually die at least once. Hello, Mr. Spikerit. Nice to see you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? We have Wind Riders. Mr. Spikerit, let me tell you, what do you think about slow hero fast Fiends? Because Mr. Shocker played this in game number 1 and he got obliterated. And now he's playing Fiends as well, but with Ghoul Opener, and now he's the one who knocks. So I don't know, I mean, Mr. Shosh basically donated level 1 Blade Master at the start of the game. But yes, in general, it's interesting for me that this game can look so much different. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Alchemist is here, so it's almost very standard. And ladies and gentlemen, Alchemist of course helps versus air units. Mr. Shocker has a lot of damage. He webbed the Wyverns. Is there hero focus potential? Not really. Mr. Shocker with a strong timing. He's going for the Destroyer form. Level 4, level 3, level 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raiders are dying. Orc has to reposition. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Burrows are exposed. And versus Burrows, you know what we need? We need one Demolisher because of the magic damage versus heavy armor. Mamma mia, that's grande. Speaking about Demolisher, he's ready, he's in the air, he can dispel the Hex, but Shadow Hunter doesn't have enough mana. Mass Kodo Beasts, no more Banshees, no more Wind Wyverns. He's playing Mass Kodo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, cool idea, but he was so behind that Mr. Shocker just can outvalue him. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this Lich. This Lich is strong. Okay, we have Hex, but this Hex is not enough. And ladies and gentlemen, you need to coil fast. Okay, one more crit and we would have a problem. Okay, Blade Master is running back. Blade Master needs to buy a healing potion. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is pushing, and he's pushing hard. Obsidian statue is very, very important here. We need to start regenerate everything. Let's check. Mr. Shocker is not spamming. When you have one obsidian statue, you can spam both abilities, but it's very micro-intensive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Blade Master is on red HP, and GG is called. This Blade Master can't stay alive. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to game number 3, or Toxi versus Sushi Core is back. We'll see about that. Okay, let me restart. Welcome everybody. I'm casting in English. Dach Inferno, back to Warcraft organized tournament. And we have a lot of fun. Players are very strong. And ladies and gentlemen, Nemo versus Sushi Core. I don't see another game. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Twisted Meadows. It's Twisted Meadows. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Shocker versus Shosh on Twisted Meadows. In theory, on Twisted Meadows, you should be like expanding. But can you expand versus Blade Master? We'll see about that. The score is 1-1. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very curious what kind of opener Mr. Shocker will choose. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a ghoul opener. Again, we know the drill. DK ghouls, and if he's going to creep or if he's going to expand. That's a question. His opponent, Mr. Shosh, is going to open the same. Blade Master, buying items, going across the map and harassing into mass wyverns. And ladies and gentlemen, what now? What's now Mr. Shocker? See about that. So why we like to expand on big maps? Because the distance between expansion and the main base is very long. And it's because of that it's much easier to keep the expansion alive. Also, there is a lot of potential expansion spots. So if you want to have a cheeky hidden expansion that works in your favor. And ladies and gentlemen, can Mr. Shocker finish creeping the Gnoll Overseer camp before Blade Master joins the party? Let's see about that. Okay, one Gnoll is dead. Mr. Shocker is pulling back his ghoul. And you know who is here? Mr. Blade Master is here. And ladies and gentlemen, no, Mr. Shocker with the coil. Remember, the early game can't be shaky for both of players. Detection. Okay, the Blade Master needs to hide, and he gets one ghoul. The surround almost connects. Remember, believe it or not, even Windwalk has a cooldown. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is creeping under pressure. It costs him a lot of ghoul uptime, but that's fine. Look at this Blade Master. He's going for the ghoul, maybe. There is a Nerubian tower. This ghoul is safe, and Mr. Shocker, he's waiting. He sees where the Blade Master is. 97 HP. The Blade Master got experience, but the Blade Master dies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you get for stealing in Warcraft 3. That's the punishment. That's the punishment for stealing items. Don't steal items from undeads or they coil you to death. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is basically a teacher here. Okay, and you know, at least Blade Master got a ring +4. By the way, ring +4 increases your armor, but spells are ignoring armor. So versus this coil, the additional armor did not help. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker again with a lot of experience advantage. But Blade Master is coming back. Blade Master is not really thinking about what happened. Circlet, are we buying Circlet? Mr. Shocker, what do we want to buy? Circlet acquired. And we are creeping. Okay. Blade Master is waiting. This Blade Master is very greedy. And he got the last hit. Okay. And we are coming back to point 1, base to square 1. Blade Master trying to get the item. Shocker is trying to kill the Blade Master. But the damage, item on the ground. And the item got stolen by the Blade Master coil to save the ghoul. And ladies and gentlemen, the Blade Master escapes with 0 mana. He's detected by the Dust of Appearance. So Mr. Shocker is following him just in order to stop the healing solve, and Mr. Shocker is just creeping. He's just creeping. He doesn't care that much about the Blade Master because Blade Master is weak. No more mana on him, and Mr. Shocker is just creeping. I like it. I like it a lot. Are we going to witness Shocker versus Toxie? I hope so. Okay, no, he got the surround! But look at this, there is a cloak! There is cloak, but we had one more dust. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Have you seen... Oh... Mr. Shocker, surrounding like happy. Mamma mia. Those surrounds today. But you know what? When you play versus Power Rifle, and if you don't play mass ghouls, then your surrounds are not that important. We'll see about that. I'm excited. I don't know if they can meet, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, Shadow Hunter is out. This is the saddest creeping ever. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know how this creeping trick works, I will explain you. So, and Mr. Shocker knows how this creeping works. So basically you pick the biggest guy with the item that is on level 5. It's not the guy with the item. It was the guy with the item, but it's on this camp there is a small camp, and on this camp is a big guy. Okay, now I understand. Because it was only Shadow Hunter, he went for the easy camp. Duly noted. But yes, you pull him away from the camp, and with the Hex he's a little bit dizzy, so he doesn't remember his camp. Coil on the Shadow Hunter. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Hex, you can take the item with Hex, by the way, and the item was stolen. Mr. Shocker stole +5, and he's going for the Blade Master. I think he should go for the Shadow Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, what a tight exchange. Shadow Hunter is dead. There are 3 Wyverns in the air. Mr. Shocker has no anti-air now. He's looking for the Blade Master. He wants to kill the shop. Mr. Shosh doesn't have concrete, and the Blade Master dies to Nova. Blade Master escaped into the wrong direction. If he would go north, he would be fine. But ladies and gentlemen, ay. I think that's it. I think that's it. The hero levels are just too grande for Mr. Shocker. Look at those low HP units. Kill the Wyvern. Wyvern goes down for free. Blaze Master for 20. Yeah, Dead Master. Revive Master. Altar Keeper. His name is Altar Keeper. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Altar Keeper. That's my vibe here. Okay, so Mr. Shocker is chilling. He's making the backpack technology. We are going to witness a speedy orb of corruption delivery. Is this ghoul the chosen one? Yes, this is the chosen one ghoul. We'll keep eye on him. He's waiting. Orb of corruption acquired. Ladies and gentlemen, speedy orb delivery. I hope that Blade Master is not going to creepjag us here. And look at this orb. Goes to the Leech. It should be on the Death Knight, by the way. At least Dark Ranger Silence versus Wyverns. Okay, Mr. Shocker with a very interesting choice. Welcome everybody. By the way, we are casting Dach Inferno. A lot of good players are here. Okay. And Mr. Shocker is now ready. He's making Destroyer form. He wants to kill the shop. Mr. Shosh is finishing his concrete upgrade. And this burrow is secure now. Okay. Orc patiently crabbed the Goblin Lab, but hero levels are not that great. But with few kills, they are going to be great. But ladies and gentlemen, those Wyverns are in trouble. We have web technology. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, level 4 on the Death Knight. That's very nice. And Obsidian statue can be called. Blade Master is spotted. We are trying to kill the Blade Master, but it's level 3 and Blade Master goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, hero focus by Mr. Shocker. Amazing. Clean game. He was so patient to creep under this Blade Master harass. And he was rewarded. He got rewarded by it. GG. Nicely done by Mr. Shocker. Nicely done. Okay, so the Twisted Meadows game is done. And let me see what is on the official stream. Oh, it's Mr. Link, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know this gentleman in the red hoodie, he's like a very friendly gentleman, very good tournament like admin. I met him during Raraland number 3 and during Raraland. Very polite gentleman, very helpful, and I like him a lot. So shout out to him and his lovely wife. And yes, thank you for being a very nice part of the Warcraft 3 scene, Mr. Link. Shout out to you. And ladies and gentlemen, what's next? Do we have any updates? Let me ask Mr. Toxi for some updates. Okay. Or maybe not, Mr. Toxi. We'll see about that. Let me check the grid. We need to understand the grid, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the grid. Okay. We need to. I need to edit the grid command. Slowly. Okay, so let's check the bracket. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so Mr. Shocker is awaiting the next player. And it's going to be either Toxi or Sushi Core. Toxi, by the way, is as Nidelf. We know that Toxi is not a Nidelf player. We know that Toxi is a Pala Rifle player, Kappa. Okay, the grid command is updated, so if somebody later wants to check it out, you just type grid, and it's fine. And ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for some Warcraft reaction. Okay, so yes, I don't know what is the order. I don't know what is the order here. So it's Ente, Call Me Master, and Franzyzz versus Chris is going to happen now. And what happened to Toxi versus Sushi Core? Okay, Sushi Core versus Sosh. So I think Mr. Sushi Core like had to go, and that because of that, now he's going to play versus Dr. Shosh. And ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to wait for the game of Shoka versus Toxi because this game is very interesting to me, and I need to check on my grandfather really quickly. So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry to say that, but I need like 3 to maybe 4 minute break, and I hope that when I'm back, we are going to see Shoka versus Toxi, the Pala Rifle versus Undead game. Ladies and gentlemen, can Mr. Shocker find some Pala Rifle solutions that he learned in the 4v4 jungle? We'll see about that, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, let me actually check before I go. Toxi, so it's his Nemo. Is this the Nemo? Yes. Match history, let's check this season versus Shocker. Okay, there's a lot of Shockers. Okay, this is not the Shocker. Okay, that's the Shocker. 5 wins, 2 losses, so 70% on Mr. Nemo. Okay, so Mr. Nemo comes as a favorite. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see. Let's see how this game is going to look like. Mr. Vez is hyped. And yes, we are waiting for Mr. Shoka versus Toxi. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, enough of Bayo Yayo talking by the ape. And I will be back in like few minutes. Be right back. And now beautifully relaxing music plus some pictures. Yo, sorry for the long break. You know how it is in real life. And ladies and gentlemen, the first game has started already. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for that. A happy ending. Hello, Mr. Simon, nice to see you. Hello, Mr. Torch, long time no see. And welcome. Ladies and gentlemen. There was a problem with game number 1. Let's go to game number 2. Okay, we are 11 minutes behind. This game is going to be amazing though. Ladies and gentlemen, Shocker versus Toxi. Can we rewatch last fight? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the regame. This is the winner bracket. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are ready because I'm ready. Okay, Sibo, no, not 0-0. I need to add an enter. Okay. I'm going to cast. Done. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sip of water for the caster, and I'm going to do it like a YouTube cast, okay? Okay. So you get my best casting ability. And I like to practice. I like to practice the casting anyway, so... I have seen you drink coffee. I have never seen you drink coffee. No, Mr. Tosh, I used to have a lot of bad habits. I'm trying to eliminate them. But drinking a lot of coffee was never one of them because I just don't like it. I heard that there is some kind of gene that makes you like hate coffee. And I just don't like the coffee. Never did. I like... And yes. I have nothing against the coffee, but yes. I would rather to drink 2 liters of Pepsi than 1 cup of coffee to get the caffeine. Hello, Mr. Simon. Thank you. Vegetables and meat, Mr. Cageman. Let's listen to the lady.
We love you, SaulCasterMan. We love you, SaulCasterMan. We love you, SaulCasterMan. We love you, SaulCasterMan.
Thank you, thank you, lady.
SaulCasterMan, SaulCasterMan. Technologies, we love you. Mr. SaulCasterMan. Mamma mia, grande Madonna, Bayo Jayo.
Bayo Jayo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's time for cast, okay? Are we ready? I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first game between Shocker and Nemo, and this is not a ladder ordinary game. This game is special. We are casting Dark Inferno, like relegation, so it's like a more advanced qualifier. And ladies and gentlemen, we have very good players. If you don't know, Dark Inferno is for like German, Austrian, Switzerland residents of citizens. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are casting this tournament. Toxi on the bottom right is the Pala Rifle player, and he's from France. And thank you, Mr. Badkrams, for the huge Makrura. Makrura for you, sir. And he's from France, but he lives in Berlin, so he can access this tournament. And ladies and gentlemen, is Shocker ready? Is Shocker ready for Pala Rifle? Because Mr. Toxi, he's what we called in Warcraft 3 multiple race player. Versus Undead and versus Orc, he loves to play Pala Rifle. And versus Night Elf and versus Human, he likes to play Night Elf. And ladies and gentlemen, the big fight over Makrura, Mr. Shocker with what we call Shocky Coil. He coiled the Paladin straight away. I played so many games versus Shocker in 4v4, and let me tell you, Mr. Shocker was always this hero focusing type. So let's see if he will continue doing that. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this calculation. Look at the red HP ghouls just finished. Camp in the middle. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi has a lot of experience as well. Level 2 versus level 2. And Mr. Toxi is still awaiting the choice. And ladies and gentlemen, hello, Mr. Niechu. And thank you. Nice to see you. And thank you for getting the Makrura to Sweden. What are those two MMR? Mr. Badcrams, there was a little bit of MMR inflation, but Mr. Toxi recently broke 2,300 MMR and with Pala Rifle, and Mr. Shocker recently got 2,300 MMR as well. In my opinion, after the KK platform Exodus, so when all of those pro players, no, don't bash, baby, don't bash. Okay, there was the MMR inflation, but ladies and gentlemen, maybe, yes, we'll see about that. So 2,300 MMR is a lot, and my MMR is not growing. so yes, these are very high MMR, very good players in a very good tournament. Thank you, Mr. Nietzsche, to Frozen Moonwell in Helsinki. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are creeping the Makrura and the coil. Remember, coils deals 100 damage. And Mr. Shocker, he doesn't have Makrura card in real life. And I see that he wants one because he went deep for this magnificent beast. And ladies and gentlemen, that was successful. But ladies and gentlemen, we know that Pala Rifle is just going online. And this Holy Light by Mr. Toxi maybe shows the anger that he wanted to get this Makura himself. Holy Light on the Ghoul, and Ghoul stays alive. But ladies and gentlemen, we need Mr. Vess in the Twitch chat, ladies and gentlemen, that look at this. Look at this. We have the Naga here, and Naga basically is designed to right-click the Paladin. Mr. Toxi is still waiting with the second skill choice. He's not skilling Divine Shield because he doesn't need it yet, and he's thinking about going for the Aura. Someone in Back to Warcraft just said, where's Badcrams when you need him, but in German? Well, Mr. Badcram is of course respected community member, so everybody, ladies and gentlemen, is looking for Mr. Badcrams, and thank you, Mr. Badcrams, for enjoying this game with us. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? We have coil on the Paladin, and yes, Mr. Toxi will pop the invul. Okay, Divine Shield, just use it, don't go too low HP, because you need to wait, you need to wait with the cooldown, ladies and gentlemen. And what is happening here? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, there is an English cast on the SaulPlayerMan TV, and look at this, the healing potion used, and the entire strategy of Mr. Shocker was to basically kill the Paladin. But ladies and gentlemen, this strategy doesn't work. Very nice move by Mr. Toxi. He waited with Divine Shield, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think he's ready. He's getting online. His opponent, Mr. Shocker, has a lot of ghouls. He can creep another Makrura. Can you believe it? Getting two Makruras in the one game, that's a lot. Donde está, señor Badcrams, cuando si necesita lo máximo? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bendilog with some nice Spanish message to Mr. Badcrams. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go. But with K, beautiful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so what is the Pala Rifle player doing? Are we going to see the Grande Zeppelin drop? I think it's going to be the Zeppelin drop. Mr. Toxi is ready to lame this expansion. Mr. Shocker sold his TP. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the best Zeppelin drop that you have ever seen. Mr. Toxi is hiding his Zeppelin over the trees, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. This Zeppelin is so tricky. And ladies and gentlemen, tier 3 is done, but okay. But we are going to create 2 or maybe 3 acolytes. Ladies and gentlemen, Grande Zeppelin drop. Mr. Okay, Scroll of the Beast used. Look at this Grande Zeppelin. The acolytes need to go back. But if they go back, ladies and gentlemen, then the Pala Rifle will start killing the Haunted Goldmine. 3 or 4 acolytes are dead, and Mr. Shocker is running back. Look, the ghouls are blocking each other. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this Grande damage. Look at this Grande damage. We are using the undead base layout against the undead, and ladies and gentlemen, the Pala Rifle player is just going to escape. The Grande Madonna, he's trying to drop, miscalculated. It's not a disaster. It's not a disaster. We are surviving. No, Mr. Toxi survived this. I hope he's going to survive, ladies and gentlemen. He did survive, and he's flying away. It should be a script of some Hollywood movie. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is broke. He needs to sell items. He needs to sell items to remake this. Ay, look how broke he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is SaulApeman after going to Raralan. I spent all of my money to attend Raralan 2025. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sadly I could not unsummon some things in real life. Ay. That's beautiful. Hello, Mr. Maiev. Nice to see you. And look at this. Look who is back, ladies and gentlemen. Look who is back. Dad is back. Now I think we are going to TP out. Don't risk it. Don't miss. And yes, just TP out. Just play it safe, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Grande Zeppelino Droppo Disastro. And you know what? Let's check the gold. 7,800 versus 6,700. So we have 1,000 gold advantage. And Mr. Badkrams and everybody else that don't know Pala Rifle University. In Polish Pala Rifle University, we have different divisions, okay? So Professor Lemes, when Professor Lemes was making classes about how to counter a one-base undead, Professor Lemes was mostly about let's make counter expansion on tier 2, or let's make the tier 3. And SaulApeman was always, we need Zeppelin drops. We need Zeppelin drops because versus one base undead, we can use the undead base layout against him. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it works. Mr. Toxi became a big fan of the Zeppelin drop. So ladies and gentlemen, I rarely do it, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking the credit for popularizing Zeppelin drops versus undead. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what is better than Zeppelin drop? You know what is better than 2 Zeppelin drops, 3 Zeppelin drops, ladies and gentlemen. Now Mr. Shocker needs to all-in. He needs to all-in, but he has 38 supply. One rifleman is idle. This rifleman, no. Okay, but ladies and gentlemen, look at this. There is no more acolytes. The Zeppelin drop is good. And Mr. Toxi just teleport. Mr. Toxi. I would just teleport defensively, or maybe he knows better. We'll see about that. What university did Professor Lemes study at? I need to know for his credentials. Professor Lemes. He is a self-taught genius. He basically created the whole Pala Rifle University almost himself. And then I joined what was already running. And we basically promoted the idea to Mr. Starbuck. And then Mr. Starbuck changed the world, ladies and gentlemen. Then Fortitude joined the university, and when we get the Chinese market, the Pala Rifle MMR skyrocket. Ladies and gentlemen, let's compare the gold. 5,400 for Pala Rifle player. At 7,800 it's hidden, so more than 2,000 gold advantage, ladies and gentlemen. More than 2,000 gold advantage. And Mr. Toxi is tier 3. Mamma mia. This is just sad. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking about the German cast of Back to Warcraft, let me tell you one thing. Ladies and gentlemen. I would love to know what Mr. Neo has to say about this game. Is he able to be a neutral Neo? Because Mr. Neo used to have very strong takes about Pala Rifle. And ladies and gentlemen, this game is just over. The Naga goes down, Scroll of the Beast, Mr. Shocker is running back. And it's 54 supply versus 31. German is such a horrible language to the ears. I mean, I know that is a stereotype, but for me, every language is nice, basically. It's similar with races in Warcraft 3. I like to place every race. You know, it's just the preference, basically. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi is taking it slow. Mr. Toxi knows that undead can be dangerous, and actually he's playing it safer than I thought he would. And ladies and gentlemen, 7,800 gold versus it's 3,000 gold advantage. 3,000 gold advantage for the Pala Rifle player. 57 supply versus 31. Mr. Shocker is finally mining again. And MK is getting stronger and stronger. MK will be on level 3 before the last fight. He has the Orb of Fire. Why we don't give Orb of Fire to the Blood Mage? Because, ladies and gentlemen, Blood Mage is usually busy just draining mana. Speaking about mana, Mr. Toxi, you need to give mana to the Paladin, drain mana from the baby Makrura, from the purple Makrura tight collar, supporting Makrura. And yes, we could optimize the mana a little bit better on this camp. And ladies and gentlemen, actually Paladin got level 4 for the aura. Okay, now I understand. That's why we did not feed the MK the full value. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joining StarCraft 2 party. Because the entire map is crapped. He will get extra classes. You know what is with those geniuses? They skip classes, and they sometimes skip classes for good reason. But that was unnecessary. We could have like 200 mana more, but that's okay. That's okay, ladies and gentlemen. After Zeppelin drop like that, I can forgive Mr. Toxi everything, especially because he's much better than I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that Mr. Toxi just wants to finish his game. He has 57 supply versus 44. Undead is coming back with supply. Mr. Toxi has enough lumber, but he's not adding Gryphons. I'm missing the Gryphons a little bit, and I think that this fight should be very, very good for him. Ladies and gentlemen, double Wand of Wind used, and we are fighting here. Now we need to start the mana draining process. Mr. Toxi is clicking Ghoul by Ghoul, and ladies and gentlemen, we need Holy Light. We need Holy Light! A little bit of a bad micro by Mr. Toxi, but he's still doing fine. We need to start Holy Lighting. Banish Holy Light. Okay, he's playing defensively. Ladies and gentlemen, wait a moment. Mr. Shocker is showing why he's... Oh, the Lich. Defensive Banish. There was an invul. That was just a trap. Banish Holy Light. Okay, too far, but it was enough. The Death Knight goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, after this small problem at the start of the fight, Mr. Toxi was more than ready. And ladies and gentlemen, let's see what is happening here. We have Toxi versus Shocker, 8 minutes in on Tide Hunters. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Hello, Mr. Nov. He got Mr. Nov. Nice to see you. And Mr. Shocker got lamed hard. Let's see if he's going to develop some anti-Zeppelin technologies. And welcome to this second game of Dark Inferno. Dark Inferno. Okay, so it's 1-0 for Mr. Nemo, for the Pala Rifle player. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go. By the way, for the players they don't know, Toxi / Nemo, he attended a Polish LAN, the Polish LAN in Warsaw, and he won the Polish LAN, ladies and gentlemen. So Mr. Toxi definitely is playing a lot recently. He's in a good shape. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2. Shocker between Toxi. I like this move of Mr. Toxi to keep the Divine Shield. Did he win? And we have gifts up for Mr. Batcrams. Thank you for that to Mr. Batlame. And that was a beautiful, beautiful laming technology. Well, Mr. Follow Nov, I see that you will remember this fact for a long time. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, versus Orc, he likes to play human, and versus Undeads, he likes to play human because of the Pala Rifle greatness. And ladies and gentlemen, in this game, Mr. Shocker is not opening with ghouls. He's opening with the Tet Fiends. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go. So, what is going to happen here? We have standard creeping, and we got the circlet, sold the TP, beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker is going to harass. What is cool about the harass is that Pala Rifle can't Holy Light creeps to kill them. And because of that, every coil can actually threaten the last hit. But ladies and gentlemen, the Pala Rifle player can just accumulate. Okay, the first blood. First worker is dead. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shocker, this creep jug was actually good. And he got item and experience and 1 worker. And he's still half mana. Okay, there was an attempt to the Holy Light to surround, but it wasn't successful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? We are finishing the creeping. Mr. Toxi is thinking about when to tag. Basically, he needs the third rifleman. Versus DK Haras, I would go for rifle tech. Because, you know, the Death Knight is going to run around, so this one additional rifleman will actually help. Okay, deny. He wants to deny. He wants to coil the skeleton because it was fresh skeleton. And proxy creeping with the ghouls was enough, ladies and gentlemen, to get level 2. Aura unlocked. But, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Now the Polar Rifle player has enough damage to don't care about Death Knight that much. The last charge of the Road of Necromancy was used. And, of course, Laming. Laming can be good. Just to slow the Polar Rifle player. Now, Holy Light, okay, perfect. And, you know, this aggression is over, at least for now. Mr. Toxi is making additional farm, as he should. We should see +1 soon. He's forgetting about +1. Maybe he's a little bit enraged that he's playing under pressure. And look, more proxy creeping. Can you creep this with 3 ghouls? Okay. 3 ghouls is not that much, so you need to micro nicely. I mean, of course, with a perfect micro, you can just creep it, but you need to control your Death Knight as well. Hello, Mr. Karma, and... Okay, there is 1 Fiend. Okay, with 1 Fiend, no problem. That's a lot of damage, actually. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tox is pulling Militia. Can we surround the Death Knight? There was an attempt, and Death Knight doesn't have a TP, so it can be very dangerous. Level 2 for Mr. Toxi versus this. I would just go the Aura, but maybe there is still a good point in waiting with the second skill choice, because if Shocker will play Naga again, then the Divine Shield can be good. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? How is Lumber looking on Mr. Toxi? Not that bad. Not that bad. He makes 1 more Rifleman, 1 more farm. Tier 2 is not that fast, but that's okay. Now Mr. Shocker is going... Mr. Vest, don't rewatch game number 1, because game number 1 was very drastic. Very, very, very drastic, let me tell you. And game 2 is looking better. Nice creep jack, nice remote creeping with ghouls only. But ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if he's ready. If he's ready for the late game, we'll see about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? The Gnoll goes down, Claws +8. A Power Rifle doesn't care about items that much. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of rifles. Welcome. Poker still playing Naga second, we'll see about that. Okay, in this game it's Lich, and he played Naga second by Mr. Toxi, waited with the second skill for a long time, and when he got Hero Focus, he went for Divine Shield, and it actually won him the game. I feel like, because later he was in a good shape and he just was Zeppelin dropping. And ladies and gentlemen, Makrura, look at this beautiful, beautiful Makrura. We are going for the middle domination. And is he going for Divine Shield? Early Divine Shield. And who is he focusing? Who, ladies and gentlemen? The Rifleman will die. The Rifleman will die, but this is calculated. Another Holy Light on the Death Knight. But ladies and gentlemen, maybe that was a bad idea. 2 rifles for nothing. Not for nothing for the Death Knight. 2 rifles for the Death Knight. Enraged Toxi connects to Death Knight level 3. And ladies and gentlemen, now Mr. Shocker needs to spend a lot of gold to get the Death Knight back. And he even used the replenishment potion that he had. Blood Mage needs to come back. We need to start healing. Mamma mia. 2 rifles. Oh, 3 rifles in total. 3 rifles in total, but mana potion used. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, heavy trades. Heavy trades for both players, and I wonder what Mr. Tox is going to do. I don't know if Zeppelin drop is going to work. We'll see about that. I think yeah, he's going tier 3. He knows that Zeppelin drop is probably not the way, and he just wants to play tier 3 versus Shocker. Coil connects, but we have enough mana for the Holy Light. Holy Light used, and ladies and gentlemen, now this Rifleman needs to go back. So ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Toxi is not going to Alin. Toxi is not going to do the brute force. And yes, Undead is on low mana. Holy Light the Ghoul, if you can. We can't really. And yes, Shocker is in the defensive position. And Mr. Toxi, you know, is just pretending a little bit to push this, but Shocker is not overtowering. He's draining mana from the Gnoll Overseer. Look at this. Look at this mana drain. Never seen that. Okay, the distance is not that big. The Paladin, he's still Divine Shield. This Divine Shield versus Shocker is like very, very good. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Blood Mage is ready to give the mana. Mr. Toxi is going for for a lot, like these tech buildings. And Salt Cloves, I like this. Both Invul and the Heal Scroll. Hello, Mr. Razor, I'm casting Dark Inferno. Casting Dark Inferno entire night, probably, because there is a lot of full games. But thank you for asking, and sorry for not casting. But I'm in the Dark Inferno mode. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Creep Jack. Lich has Orb of Corruption ready. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the mana is going down. No problem, thank you, sir. Good luck in your game. Okay, this ghoul goes to the wrong neighborhood. And is it going to be the lame? Not really. Mr. Shocker is not the lamer. Thanks for the response. Yes, I'm a huge streamer now, so even if I respond to a viewer, the viewer is very happy about that, Kappa. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening now? The Pala Rifle game continues. Mr. Toxi gets the item for free. It's not that important, but okay. A Dark Ranger with Dark Arrow as a third hero. And Mr. Toxi is waiting for his tier 3 power spike. As we can see, he has 600 gold saved. He has 2-0 rifles. He's just running in circles. This game is not looking that easy for Mr. Shocker. The fight in the middle was interesting. Yes, Mr. Razor, and it maybe will help with the casting, Kappa. Okay, the shop can be killed, but Mr. Toxi doesn't want to overcommit. Is it going to be the surround? That's a little bit dangerous. Holy Light is good. Mana is getting lower. Heal Scroll used, that's nice. But the coil connects. Speaking about coils, the mana is getting lower and lower on the undead. But remember, Toxi has the late game. Toxi went for tier 3, and he's not going to fight for real here. He just wants to remove the mana. Oh no, the blood. Okay, Invul popped. Ladies and gentlemen, this Blood Mage is so great. We need to kill the Blood Mage and teleport out, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, because this is getting dangerous, Mr. Toxi. Okay, Mr. Toxi has situation under control, but this Paladin doesn't have additional mana. And because of that, we need to pull back, because during Divine Shield, can you believe it or not, you can't give mana to your hero. It should be, of course, buffed. You should be able to transfer the mana to the Paladin. Okay, we sold the Gloves of Haste. I do agree with that. Shocker's supply is not looking that great, but his triple hero combination looks good. We are, ladies and gentlemen, bringing Staff of Sanctuary. We are bringing Orb of Fire and a Heal Scroll. How do these fights go if you open with Coil Nova on Pali and then run away during Divine into Coil Nova again? Mr. Carson, that's a very technical question. The question is, can you run out from the Siphon? And you can always buy Healing Potion on the Paladin. But yes, versus Undead, what I can tell you, Mr. Carson, versus Undead like Shocker, this Grande Divine Shield is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what is amazing? Killing the Death Knight. Is this Death Knight able to escape? Staff of Sanctuary? Not really. Mr. Toxi is thinking about killing the Death Knight, and ladies and gentlemen, Death Knight has enough mana. Okay. Remember that, okay. we have another invul. We have another invul on the Paladin, no Divine Shield. Basically, we have double invul technology. Speaking about this technology, invul 2. Oh my god, that was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Have you seen the Holy Light here? Level 4 on the Paladin. We can unlock the aura. There is no point to go for Divine Shield level 2 because it's not kiting that well. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Mr. Carson, he's doing this, but as you can see with double invul, and that's fine. The Death Knight is in the wrong neighborhood. Can this Death Knight die? Okay, Divine Shield is ready. Divine Shield is ready. This Death Knight bolt. The Death Knight is dead. I repeat, the Death Knight is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Mr. Toxi is going to advance. to the finals or this Dark Inferno qualifier. The Lich is going down. Who is hero focusing now? The Pala Rifle is thriving. There is only one Dark Ranger left on the battlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, what an exchange by the French player, Mr. Toxi. And now his Paladin is still fine. He's still fine, ladies and gentlemen. The Fiends are slowly dying. Holy light, this Fiend. Beautiful. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Tox is patient. He's going back. He's on 50. Okay, just get your mana back. He always is calling this mana battery. So he's just going to take mana from the Murguls. And he's going to give this mana to his other heroes. Okay, look at this creeping, by the way. Dark Ranger and Abominations are creeping slowly. Okay, MK level 2, that's nice. Are we going for Bash? I would go for Bash. With armies that small and with limited mana, I would just go for the Bash. And if the game goes crazy, you can retrain, but probably there is no need. I would still creep, because we can get level 3 free. That's a very important level up. And speaking about creeping, Mr. Toxi and Mr. Shocker got his hero back. And man, Toxi is playing this so patiently. Very, very, very patient player. I like to see it. Okay, we have Book of GG. I mean, Mr. Shocker is not making any destroy. Okay, he made one destroyer for creeping. But yes, usually destroyers are very bad versus Pala Rifle. That's why I was so surprised when Mr. Happy was playing a mass destroyers versus Fortitude not that long ago. Not that long ago. And ladies and gentlemen, what now?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, no, this Dark Ranger wanted to go to the store, and this Dark Ranger is dead. So unlucky. This Dark Ranger wanted to go out, buy milk, and actually come back. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, okay. We are body blocking the Abomination. Okay, ooh, look at this mana transfer. Bam, ladies and gentlemen. Fiends go, will go down. Maybe not Holy Light. Okay, that was beautiful. Death Knight is almost out from the altar. Surprise, surprise. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but still pushing into the undead base is so dangerous that actually Mr. Toxi is just going back, and I think it's a good decision. The only issue I see is that Mr. Shocker can stay on 50 supply and tank. And ladies and gentlemen, Paladin got stuffed back, and we are adding Gryphons, which is amazing. Heal Scroll is here, and still more creeping. MK will get level 3. Blood Mage will get mana from the Forest Troll High Priest. Get the mana. Of course, it's not that easy to control everything, but yes, we are getting the beautiful, sweet mana on our Blood Mage. It's nice, almost 200 mana up. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, more Gryphons, and versus army of Mr. Shocker. Gryphons, of course, are really good. We need to buy Scroll of Regen. I think our army is quite bruised. How is mana on the Paladin? Not that bad. And ladies and gentlemen, now they are going for the red camp. We are going to sell the Paladin Aura. That was a very unfortunate drop. Imagine getting True Shot here to buff all of those rifles, Gryphons. But ladies and gentlemen, because Mr. Toxi is busy at the shop, he is letting Shocker get the magnificent Granite Golem. And Mr. Toxi knows. He saw the Fiend and he's going to Creepjack. There is no TP on Mr. Shocker. And ladies and gentlemen, where is the MK? MK is here. Okay, the biggest fight. The biggest fight of this game. And ladies and gentlemen, we can start chasing with MK. We have a lot of chasing potential. Bolt to start the fight, and be careful about the silence. One silence can change this game. But we have Invul. Ladies and gentlemen, who needs the Invul when... Okay, the Blood Mage, we need to kill the Blood Mage. Blood Mage survives. Scroll of the Beast used. Now, Mr. Toxi is trying to kill the Destroyer. But Destroyer is not that easy to kill. But ladies and gentlemen, Abominations versus Gryphons, they don't have any chance. And ladies and gentlemen, Dark Ritual is here. Enraged Elementals are here as well. MK is chasing. Bolt connects to the Lich. Are we going for the hero focus? The problem is that Blood Mage is away. And ladies and gentlemen, nobody is expanding. Nobody's expanding. And what was the drop? Drop was the Human Aura. Very good item for Mr. Shocker. But ladies and gentlemen, it's 74. 74 supply for Mr. Nemo. And 49 supply for the Undead. I'm still amazed how close this game actually is. And yes, Mr. Toxi is like, hey, I'm stealing mana right in front of you. Okay, silence on the Blood Mage and Paladin, but Mr. Toxi can just wait for it, and this coil wasn't killing much, but experience and the items to Mr. Shocker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Bolt on another field. Mr. Toxi is marching through. He's very patient. Okay, I think we are fighting for it. Nova on the from the Lich was amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be careful with it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi is so patient. He's so patient, but maybe he's actually too passive. But I can't believe it. There is 20 supply advantage for the Pala Rifle player. Another Rifleman goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, Bolt on the Death Knight. This is how are we starting our fight. But Death Knight has big healing. And ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me that Undead is coming back with just pure micro power. This micro is amazing that Mr. Shocker is showing. But ladies and gentlemen, his mana will be done soon, or maybe not because of this human pipe. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi is trying to connect. He's going for Destroyer. One Destroyer goes down. Still, huge supply lead for the Pala Rifle player. Mr. Shocker is making Toxi work for this win. Definitely, he's doing much better than I thought. Coil, he needs the coil. He wanted to coil the Gryphon. Staff of Sanctuary nicely works. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi should go for the long distance mining, by the way. Another Destroyer survives, but he needs to be careful. MK can attack air with the orb. Ladies and gentlemen, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. What a game. Still 20 supply advantage. Undead used all of the mana items. There is one big healing on the Death Knight. And Human Aura is working over time. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toxi got level 5, and level 5 means Grande Nuke. Grande. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Mr. Toxi with 1700 lumber. All of those workers could go for long distance mining long time ago. It's not a big change, but you don't need those. You can just remove 1000 lumber and you are fine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? What's now, ladies and gentlemen? Fox is just scouting. If there is no expansion, he doesn't see Blight, so it means that there is no expansion there. You can buy Scroll of Regen, Clarity. And ladies and gentlemen, the players are going to collide again. Lich is on level 4 with very nice items. Mr. Toxi is regenerating. More mana on Paladin, more mana on the Blood Mage. There are 2 camps left on this map. Mr. Shocker is going to creep the Murlocs, while Mr. Toxi is going to creep he's going to creep another Murlocs. There is a lot of Murlocs on this map. And look at this grande mana stealing. Is Boots of Speed on MK here a total waste? That's a good question. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me think about this, but now we need to check the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, Toxi. The supply is like 10 supply difference is not much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Banish and Staff, that was very nice. Okay, Destroyers are getting low. Mana on the Lich. Okay, Invul on the Lich, that was nice. And we need to heal. Shocker is trying to attack 2 different heroes, but we had Invul. Finally, Mr. Toxi is out microing. Heal scroll used. Toxi is out microing. I repeat, he's getting the W. He's getting the W. He's so close. He just needs to kill the Death Knight. Death Knight, okay, banish. Holy Light was enough, ladies and gentlemen. 71 supply versus 50. And Undead is getting low. And the Holy Light kills the Lich. 2-0 for Mr. Toxi. What a grande game. Grande Toxi. Glory to Pala Rifle. Glory to Pala Rifle, ladies and gentlemen. And let me see what this was, best of 3 or not. I think it was best of 2. Congratulations, Mr. Toxi. Congratulations for Mr. Shocker. Shocker was so... Well, Mr. MSI Lucian... there was a big supply advantage, but in the past, in the previous fights, Mr. Shocker was doing much better with those basically micro fights. And yes, I was very surprised that Mr. Nemo did not finish this game quicker, and it's only a big compliment for Shocker Micro. But in the last fight, Mr. Toxi outplayed Shocker. But yes, if somebody is, you know, with some strong anti-Pala Rifle opinions, you can of course always say that it was the strong out micro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not that easy. This is not that easy. So Toxi advanced to the upper bracket final, but in order to get qualified, he will also have to play versus one of those players. And you know what is funny? That is in this relegation, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Mr. Pork. Nice to see you. Hello, Mr. Congo. And hello, Mr. X7 Tech. Nice to see you guys. Mr. Genie, of course. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yes, Mr. Carson. So that's a very Pala Rifle friendly group. And it's funny that Mr. Toxi is from France, but he's the resident in Berlin. So ladies and gentlemen, now we are going into another pair. So I want to see Franzyzz versus Chris. Chris has been playing recently, but Mr. Franzyzz is the killer. Mr. Reverse Polish LAN, not reverse. I mean, it's another Polish LAN scenario that outsider is going to win the event. Maybe. Everything is Pala Rifle everything is Pala Rifle friendly. You know, there are some strong opinions. Chris 8, Chris S8, I think that's his name, and I do remember him from like a ladder a little bit, but he's not very active. But that's why it's cool to see Dark Inferno to bring back active German players and Austrian players and Swiss players. So that's very nice. By the way, if somebody is watching the stream and not following, please consider following. Thank you in advance. And thank you, Mr. Badcrams, again for the grande subs. Thank you, sir. You are spoiling me. Ladies and gentlemen, also I have a YouTube channel. I posted two shorts today. So if you want to check some cool, interesting shorts, I have quality content on the YouTube channel as well. Thank you, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, you know that I'm a big fan of Blade Master Mirror Image, and I think that Mr. Franzyzz is going to deliver grande Blade Master Mirror Image. Mr. Franzyzz is pretty good with versus Undead, and this strategy is pretty good versus Undead, and we have an Orc, so it's not that easy to fight. And thank you, Monkey Feet 42. Shout out to you. Thank you for the follow, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Criplord. Okay, it's getting interesting. Now I understand. So Mr. Chris thought that Franzyzz is going to play Blade Master Mirror Image, and it's going to be Criplord, but versus Farsight, so of a regame of the game that I played versus Vez in the morning. And let's see if it's going to be an expansion attempt. Franzyzz Orc versus 3S8 Undead. Blade Master Ladder Hero. I think it's the Bandits. It should be mind games basically. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Franzyzz is going to cross the map and Sacrificial School on this Criplord, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to expand in the middle? Okay, he's not going to expand in the middle. He's just getting ready. He went for the Critter Corpse. Carson, are you bringing Makura to Canada? Great question, Mr. Badcrams. There is one Makura in Canada as well already. And this Makura is in Mr. Bidu hands. But Mr. Carson and I, we need to meet. We need to meet at some events because I'm a big fan of Mr. Carson. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, not him. He's a good Makura keeper. I'm afraid what this Makura is watching, during the stay in Mr. Bidu residence. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening now? This ended. yeah, I love Mr. Bidu as well. It was a nice pleasure meeting him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so as we can see, we have Carrion Beetles and 3 Headhunters. And is it going to be Tower Rush? It's not Tower Rush, it's Bio Yayo lame, basically. Okay, Mr. Franzyzz, what are you going to do about that? Okay, yes, Mr. Bidu likes to enjoy himself with some beverages. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but it was the party, LAN party. Ladies and gentlemen, level 2 crept close to Mr. Franzyzz base. Mr. Franzyzz is coming back, so I would say that Undead is out creeping and Undead got the surround. But Impale was used, that was expensive, but ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to do about this Creep Lord? But the good news for the Orc player, there is no expansion. So now with the power of kiting, we are not really afraid of the Impale, because there is no mana for the Impale. And ladies and gentlemen, there are more beetles, but Orc like Mr. Franzyzz, he can kite. Hello Mr. Glare, nice to see you. Level 2 unlocked on the Shadow Hunter. Very nice micro, just clicking on the units one by one. And ladies and gentlemen, so far it's looking good for the Undead. Sam is looking good for the Undead, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, the Headhunter. Yeah, welcome back, Mr. Glare. Nice to see you on the stream. Witaj ponownie in Polish. And what's now? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Criplord is running back. The tag is going on. Graveyard is on the way. And what is the late game? What is the late game technology here? We'll see about that. Are we going air? Are we going tier 3? I think I would go tier 3. Let's see what Mr. Franzyz's idea is. Shadow Hunter as a second hero, okay. And he wants to cancel something, but he can cancel Ziggurat, that's about it. Criplord is ready. We need to be very careful with our Headhunters, they are very, very fragile. And ladies and gentlemen... No, look at this! Is this Criplord surrounded? Did he surround him with Farseer and 2 wolves? Healing potion forced! That's already a W for Mr. Franzyzz. He surrounded the Criplord with the wolf spam. That was amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, look at it. This Farseer can disappear, but there is Dust of Appearance. There is Impale. Be careful, TP, TP. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I am very familiar with TikTok, and maybe not super, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, I used to have a lot of time, and I was spending this time on a useless thing like watching TikToks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Ritual Dagger used. There is Dust of Appearance on the ground, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, TikTok is strong. So I don't know why we lost this Farseer. That was very unfortunate. Mr. Franzyzz was playing a little bit with fire here. Now he's creeping nicely, but maybe it's going to be a hidden expansion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't know, sometimes Undead is going for this like hybrid expansion. So basically, I saw it first in games of Happy versus Night Elf. So basically, when you have one spare Acolyte, or even if you don't, you can just expand, and if your opponent is not going to cancel this expansion, then you keep the expansion, right? It's like basically a hidden technology. Sweaty cats. The TikTok has some original memes, and there is a lot of this short format there. But ladies and gentlemen, there is no much, a lot of Warcraft 3 on TikTok. But there is a lot of Warcraft 3 here. We need Shadow Hunter to level 3. It will take a long time to creep. Farseer is back. And Farseer is going to lame. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Franzyzz is going for the heal scroll probably. Or invul. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. See Salt Cloak. And he has the heal scroll. He's going to check expansion, hopefully. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you need to check expansion. Ladies and gentlemen, is Farseer enough to cancel this? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Glare and Mr. Vez, you need to prepare your favorite command. Is Undead Expansion going to die to Farseer? Yes or not? Okay, maybe not, ladies and gentlemen, because Criplord is back, but at least we forced back the Criplord. And look at this, Shadow Hunter got level 3. We have Berserker ability online almost. They are going to transform and they are going to get this bonus 100 HP. Mr. Franzyzz knows that and he healed them because it's a percentage of HP, this bonus. So yes, the more HP you have on the Headhunters, the better before they improve. It's a little bit like dependent math. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Zeppelin to save the Kodo. That's beautiful. The Kodo is safe, but ladies and gentlemen, this situation is a little bit tricky. Expansion is going on. Ladies and gentlemen, this Impale was juicy. Mr. Franzyzz is fighting for his life here. And we have one more healing wave. This Zeppelin provides so much value. Death Knight blocked with the Kodo. Have you seen this? I don't know if it was intentional, but amazing Zeppelin micro by Mr. Franzyzz, and Undead lost almost everything. Sapper technology! Look at this Sapper! Wolf is the bodyguard of this Sapper, and this Sapper is more than enough to kill the tower. And we are going to the expansion. Perfect position of the Sapper, ladies and gentlemen. This expansion is not going to happen. Enraged Mr. Franzyzz with the Zeppelin. That's beautiful. Scroll of the Beast is still here. Nice position of the Kodo. Very nice. The expansion goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, what a masterclass play by Mr. Franzyzz. Of course, losing the Farseer was bad. But after all, the game was perfect, and TC is coming, and ladies and gentlemen, now Orc can do everything. Orc can creep the red camps, Orc can do Zeppelin dropping if we really want to, Orc can go for tiny expansion, or Orc can just push and try to finish the game. You need to answer yourself and every other Warcraft 3 expert what is the best solution here. And according to Mr. Franzyzz, is the Creepjacks. I mean, the Creepjacks are the best solutions. I remember this item because I used to play in 2004 as a kid. But I remember this item, yes. But I don't remember the interaction with the buildings. It was like a red item with spikes. This mine, and you had three mines in one item, you know, the charges, if I remember correctly. So yes, that's what I remember, and ladies and gentlemen, yes, Warcraft 3 brings a lot of memories. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, TC needs to get level 2 for Grande Storms. Someone main, okay, that sounds broken. Okay, the item goes to the Franzyzz, ladies and gentlemen. He needs to start microing this, and he is afraid because of this Grande Crippler. Ladies and gentlemen, the game can change very, very rapidly. So, and the Orc still has the supply advantage, but position for Mr. Franzyzz was very bad. And ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Mr. Franzyzz is repositioning. Okay. And what's now, ladies and gentlemen? What's now? Red camp for the Undead. Supply is getting closer and closer. Leech with Orb. Crippler. Headhunters / Berserkers, they are very, very fragile. Are we going to pull back the Farseer and Shadow Hunter? We'll see about that. We want to get TC to level 3 because level 3 TC is amazing. And yes, this is what Mr. Franzyzz is doing. The creeping is slowed down because of that, but yes, a lot of experience on the cow and item. No, belt +6. Okay, he remembers. Perfect. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the next spot is to creep is the expansion, but players are going to collide, and there is no another TP, and ladies and gentlemen, TC is not on level 3. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting. Stop to start the fight right. Zeppelin is being targeted because of how this Zeppelin helped in the early game before. TC is almost on level 3. Look at this stomp, look at this stomp. Death Knight! Death Knight just melted, ladies and gentlemen, and without the Death Knight there is no more healing. And now the undead army is fragile. Mr. Franzyzz is going for the hero focus. Grande stop. Level 4 Criplord goes down. And you know who is next. Lich is next. But Mr. Chris says, GG, I don't want to feel this pain. Ladies and gentlemen, is undead trash? Probably. Probably. That was a nice game. Let me restart the Flow TV. Let me restart the Flow TV. I need solutions with Blade Master versus Criplord. I think Mr. Jinvar is just a little bit hard. But yes, I don't know. Insane comments. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it's Ente versus Call Me Master. I like Call Me Master, even though we had pretty crazy games. I like Mr. Call Me Master. He had good anti-polar rifle strats. And yes, Call Me Master versus Glare happened. Okay, it was an expansion. Yeah, expansion. Okay. I'm thinking what to do. Ladies and gentlemen. Call Me Master. I think Mr. Franzyzz versus Chris, you know, the game just ended. Coleslaw. By the way, in Poland, we usually say Kolesław, because it's like, you know, it's like with computer. In English, you say computer, and in Polish, you say computer. And it doesn't sound like, you know, as fancy. It's similar with coleslaw. So in Poland, you say, okay, I would like to order one Kolesław as a side dish. And now when I'm in shop, because I saw so many like videos, like food review and stuff like that, I say coleslaw, like as a joke to my mother, but not to the ladies in the store. And my English sucks. Kolesław. Yes, Kolesław. Sounds like yes. And coleslaw is very popular in Poland. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think there is no point to wait. I think we are just going to cast the Call Me Master versus Ente. Of course, Ente is a huge favorite here. Huge favorite. Grande favorite, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are... okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting some comments on YouTube. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen. That's perfect. I try to make more and more YouTube content. So, ladies and gentlemen, and we got a follow. Thank you for the follow for Backseat Counselor. And ladies and gentlemen, if somebody wants to check more action, I have my YouTube channel with some cool shorts. I will try to produce more shorts. But this time is limited for all of us, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, let's go for Call Me Master versus Ente, because Franzyzz versus Chris, maybe there is a bathroom break, you know. Even gamers, they need to go to a bathroom, right? And ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Ente versus Call Me Master. Of course, I'm going back to Mr. Franzyzz versus Chris. And I have one question. Is Call Me Master playing Dreadlord in Undead Mirror? And I hope that he is playing Dreadlord. I would play Dreadlord in his shoes, because he's very good with it. And, you know, just for memes, he's playing versus somebody very, very strong. So we'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, on the bottom left, in this Undead Mirror, we have Mr. Ente, who is opening with ghouls. On the top right, we have... ooh! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fast crypt, late altar. This is X-Lord build. So as you can see, we can compare the altar timing. Altar for Mr. Ente is much faster, but the idea of Call Me Master is simple. He wants to have his hero out later, because he wants to have ghouls earlier, in order to attack immediately when his hero is out, and then going for the harassment. It's like fake Aline, basically. And I saw this first time in Mr. Ha 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 games. He's like an undead from United States, like he's like 1800 MMR. But he was doing this to me when I used to play Night Elf, and I was like, I thought that he's aligning me, but he was fast stacking. And Mr. X-Lord said that it's a nice idea to play like this. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Crip Lord. It's not Dreadlord, it's Crip Lord. With fast crit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see if I'm right. If he's going to fast stack, I think it's the only logical explanation of what happened here. He's chasing the Acolyte because he wants to hide his strategy. He wants to make Mr. Ente guess, but he's losing lumber. Body block with the Acolyte. No. Okay, the Crippler is here. He really wants to get this Acolyte. But look at Mr. Ente. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Acolyte is finally down, but we are not taking. We are not taking, ladies and gentlemen. And Mr. Call Me Master looks a little bit rusty here, but look at this. The Lich is pushing him. The Lich is pushing him, so he doesn't matter that he's in defensive position, because it's actually good for him. And he has Arcane Tower in front. Ladies and gentlemen, I like what I see. I like what I see, and ladies and gentlemen, you know, if Mr. Ente would creep, that would be much worse for Call Me Master. Call Me Master, by the way, I would recommend to tech, because your tech is getting very, very late. He wants to creep with just Crip Lord. He's not teching. Okay, now I don't understand this game anymore. Floating that much lumber and gold is very bad. Is it Tower Rush? He has Sacrificial Skull. Why he bought Sacrificial Skull versus Undead? Okay, he's taking now, which is late. He takes almost all of the ghouls. He's going for the Acolytes, yeah, but... Okay, I don't understand this game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Lich has TP. Are we buying boots? No, Staff of Telly. Those ghouls are so late. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Lich stuffed back. It's Tower Rush? No. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, how do I rate this aggression? I give this aggression, even though I like Mr. Call Me Master. We need to be real here, and that was bad. That was really, 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 really bad. That was not what I would recommend to play in the Undead Mirror. Crippler just wants to delay tech, but it's too late, man. Okay, I like what I see now, that Mr. Call Me Master is stealing one green camp from the Lich, from Mr. Ente. That's what I like to see. We have the 3-minute delay, so the game is almost live. Okay, we have more beetles. Lich is creeping nicely in the defensive position. We have Graveyard on the way. Call Me Master with his own Graveyard as well. And maybe now this aggression will look better. We have 3 ghouls, 4 ghouls. And we are going deep. We're speaking about the ghouls. One ghoul was hurt during the creep. And ladies and gentlemen, eyes on the Acolytes. But look at this Creep Lord. He's not attacking. Maybe, like, if you go for the Acolytes, maybe Lich is better. We have enough for the Impale. 2 mana away from the Impale. How are the Acolytes doing? Okay, the Acolytes are trying to survive Nova as a defensive measure. One ghoul is dying, but ladies and gentlemen, tier 2 is almost ready as well. This red HP Acolyte. One more hit. This Acolyte micro amazing. Mr. Ente shows that he's a real undead. Real undead, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Another ghoul goes down. And ladies and gentlemen, that was good. That was good. It wasn't worth it for Call Me Master. Level 3 on the Lich unlocked. This is tier 2 is done. We can just remake one Acolyte. No problem here. And Call Me Master macro is struggling. Is struggling. Maybe it has been a long time since he has played some games like that. Televised, casted by Back to Warcraft, Sparta, and SaulPlayerMan. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, go Dark Inferno, go. Very nice, very nicely done, Mr. Vez. I do agree. This dance with the acolytes, beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Now Mr. Ente wants to lame. And let me tell you, with Lich you can lame better. Or maybe he wants to creep jack, we'll see about that. There is an expansion attempt by Mr. Call Me Master, that's interesting. Can he keep it up? Death Knight is out. And definitely Mr. Ente wants to cancel this expansion, but it's double Ziggurat before the expansion. Nova on the Fiend was ambitious. And ladies and gentlemen, there is another Nova in the chamber. This Fiend is dead. Okay, nicely done, Mr. Ente. There was a surround attempt, but you remember that Lich has stuff on him. And yes, if you expect that one of you... Oh, nice. One of the yellow ghouls is going down. And you know, this Ziggurat is very important if you want to expand. But ladies and gentlemen, this Ziggurat was a trap. Or maybe not. He wants to get the Death Knight surround. He's trying to... Can he keep the surround? Do it. Mr. Call Me Master. He's getting surround. It's a full mana cripple Death Knight, but maybe not. They Beetle in the perfect position. It's going to be expensive for the blue player, but he's getting him. I think, or maybe not. It's so close. The Beetles. Another Beetle in the perfect position, ladies and gentlemen. Level 3. What a surround. What a fight for the Death Knight. It started with this Ziggurat cancellation. And another surround of the Lich, but Lich has TP and Staff of Teleportation. And he's actually stop the staff with the Impale. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, nice moves. Okay, and Lich is going to teleport out, but like for nothing. Nothing important, really important dies. Ladies and gentlemen, perfect. Perfection. Okay, what's now, ladies and gentlemen? What now? Man, this game is intensifying. Let me tell you that. Mr. Vez, I enjoy Warcraft 3. And you know, as a caster, you need to enjoy the games to do the nice casting. Nobody wants to see like bored caster. And you know, like Warcraft 3 like is a puzzle that you try to solve and you try to understand. And Mr. Vez, I've been in like on the total bottom of the Warcraft 3. 3 years ago I was a new player. And now I'm still an ape, but I just understand more and more and more. And of course understanding is different than playing well, right? So yes, we need Soul Pro Player Man at some point. Soul Pro Player Man. That's my goal. Ladies and gentlemen, how the supply is looking. 40 versus 40 almost. Mr. Ente with tier 3. Mr. Call Me Master with tier 3. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente with 2 fiends. While Mr. Where is supply of Mr. Coily Master? Okay, in double statue. Yeah, double statue is here as well. Okay, they're just creeping. So we can expect Ente versus Franzyzz later. Hopefully. That's a good game. That's a game I would like to cast. And then winner of Ente versus Franzyzz versus Mr. Toxic. Mamma mia. I don't know if it's going to happen today or not. See about that. It's a lot of games. Okay, Mr. Ente is online. Mr. Ente is taking all of his units and he's going to the middle. Is he going to push Mr. Call Me Master? There is no expansion, so maybe, ladies and gentlemen, actually Mr. Ente will change his mind. Because in 1-base versus 1-base scenario, you don't really need to align opponent base. By the way, if somebody is watching the stream and not following the Twitch channel, please consider following. Thank you. And what now, ladies and gentlemen? We have Mana Stone on the Death Knight. That's a very, very good item. Because we need to keep our army alive. Speaking about keeping army, no, the coil, no, this Lich is dead. Mamma mia. Yeah. It is actually an expansion attempt. So what happened here? Blue Leech of Mr. Call Me Master. He wanted to join the party, and you know what happened? He made the enemy Leech, and that was a big grown-ass Leech on level 4. So level 1 Leech had no chance. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this Leech. This Leech is like Mr. Neo Leech, an enraged one. And he's killed 3 units almost. Okay, we need a reveal technology. Send one destroyer here and just reveal. Or a skeleton, that's also fine. Bye-bye Fiend. And you know what? Bye-bye Fiend, bye-bye expansion. But Mr. Ente is not rushing things out. He wants to get level 3 on his Death Knight, which is very important, because healing from the coil is twice effective, twice efficient. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, claws +5, of course they belong to the Leech, but Leech has the full inventory, so it's not that important. What is important is to push really hard. Believe it or not, supply is still even. Mr. Call Me Master, he needs to call his ghouls. Because without those ghouls, he has no chance. And now he's just dying. Call the ghouls. You are missing a lot of supply. Speaking about supply, Mr. Call Me Master is just dying. He just lost 2 destroyer for nothing. Defensive impale is not going to work. And GG is called. Ladies and gentlemen, we knew it from start that this is what is likely going to happen. Of course, Mr. Ente is a much more experienced player. And let me restart Warcraft 3 Champions. Okay, now I would like to go for Mr. Franzyzz versus Chris. And the game is happening right now on Tide Hunters. We are 12 minutes behind. So I'm going back to this series because I want to see Blade Master Mirror Image. And who knows, maybe Franzyzz will win the mind games again and he will play Blade Master Mirror Image versus Death Knight. Of course, he can win with just Farseer, but let's see if he's going to try the mind games. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on the bottom right, and we have Desynced. Okay. Okay, let me try to join this again. If I'm going to get desynced, I'm sorry, but I will watch another Undead Mirror between Ente and Mr. Call Me Master. This is weird. It rarely happens to get desynced like that. Is it desync? Yep. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this game is cursed. You know, Warcraft 3 Champions is an amazing service. But mistakes can happen, of course, and it's like 1% of the games from my experience. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Call Me Master versus Ente game. The game is 4 minutes old, so we are going to watch it almost live. And let me check the descriptions. So, Ente. It's cool to see Mr. Ente playing. Ente Undead versus Call Me Master. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1-0 for Mr. Ente. And yes, we need to see everything. Perfect. Changing the score. Mr. Ente is on the bottom. Okay, I think we are done. And yes, SaulPlayerMan will enjoy another Undead Mirror, it looks like. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? On the top right, we have Yellow Undead. It's Mr. Ente again, and he's going for the standard build order. And his opponent is playing the Fast Crypt again. And I hope in this game, Mr. Call Me Master is going to show me why the Fast Crypt is actually good. Okay? Because in the previous game it wasn't. And it's going to be Crypt Lord versus Crypt Lord, mamma mia.
A player's forces are under attack.
By the way, we have the 3-minute delay. So no more speeding up. Of course we can go slower the game. And ladies and gentlemen, maybe that's the mind games of Mr. Ente. Because in the previous game, Ente was trying to be aggressive, but defensive setup of Mr. Call Me Master was grande. And as we can see, he's still investing into this early Nerubian tower. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the
Player's forces are under attack.
He has Sacrificial Skull. So he just likes to buy Sacrificial Skull. Looks like he's going to expand. Looks like expansion, but not really. He just wants to go away and lame the economy. I think that's the idea. But he spent all of his gold on ghouls he's not taking. So look at this, Mr. Ente already got level 2. And remember that you also get items by creeping and gold by creeping, not only experience. Okay. Okay, he lost his acolyte. I don't know if he wanted to expand or not. Yeah, he wants to expand. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Call Me Master, he wants to lame. But if your opponent is not expanding, actually the ghouls are going out. The ghouls are going out and the red HP ghouls are coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, it can backfire. It can backfire, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Okay, Mr. Call Me Master, with all of those summons, you need to go deep into the undead base. He has Cloak, he has the TP, just go deep with the Criplord as well, I think. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? Okay, the yellow undead with the Impale, and remember that there is Cloak of Shadows, but we can buy the dust, and no, he loses the surround, because there was no hold position, and mamma mia, a little bit miscalculation here by Mr. Ente, but still he's doing fine. His expansion is going up, and this tech is omega late for Mr. Call Me Master. Ente with level 3 Criplord versus level 1 Criplord. Of course, Mr. Blue Undead, Mr. Call Me Master is very close to level 2, but yes, being close and actually having level 2 is a big difference. And ladies and gentlemen, this game looks very bad for the Blue Undead. Now he got level 2. But this expansion is it going to finish? I think so. Mr. Ente is running to the rescue. But we have all skeletons and beetles. Ladies and gentlemen, is undead trash? Question number 10. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we need to use defensive impale. This melee damage versus expansion. It's in defensive impale is not enough. This expo has to be cancelled. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Now I changed my mind. It's not looking that good anymore for the Blue Undead. Of course, it's not looking terrible. Not looking that good for Mr. Ente. It's not looking terrible for him, but man, being slowed down that much, it's actually painful, and he's committing into another expansion attempt. And Mr. Badcrams, thank you for the support again for Coleslaw Master. Thank you, sir. And Makura for you. I ate coleslaw actually today as a side dish for the frozen vegetables and Polish sausage that I prepared in the pressure cooker. I really like pressure cooker technology. It's very gamer friendly and it's actually very healthy. So basically you cook on steam without frying, and expansion got cancelled again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Cloak of Shadows. Okay, Impale to get the Acolyte. Was it worth it? I don't know. Okay, it's level 4 versus level 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Is Polish sausage the most popular cuisine from Poland? It's definitely, I think pierogi is more famous, but Polish sausage is there. That's for sure. Okay, Boots of Speed on the Criplord. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente actually gave up, but he's one tag behind. He's one tag behind. Man, this expansion is not finishing. That was a big problem. But ladies and gentlemen, the Grande Hero experience advantage for the Yellow Undead is here. Okay, so we got Wand of Mana Stealing. I would sell this item. I mean, okay, maybe you need inventory spot, and ladies and gentlemen, this expansion is not happening. Okay, the ghouls are safe now. Ghouls are safe, that's very good. Okay, okay. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? We have level 2, Crypt Lord. He's trying to lame, but man, this base is ready. This base is ready. So many ghouls. Double Arcane and double Nerubian Tower, sorry. And Crypt Lord is back, and Impale is almost possible. And now, the devil is in the detail. To micro those low HP units. Impale bad by Mr. Colby Master, but it wasn't that good. It was more defensive Impale than offensive one, because he didn't kill like almost anything. And yes, the tech advantage is huge, but hero level advantage is huge as well, and it's actually for the other player. So, as we can see of this tech advantage, we have access to Death Knight, and he can heal very nicely. Boots on speed are not in. Impale! Is it going to be Impale Surround? Oh, almost, ladies and gentlemen. Impale Surround, so close. Nice attempt. It's not that easy. The position was kind of hard. And yes, but still, it could be done. It could be done. And of course, we love to point out Impale Surrounds that did not connect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente is charging through, and Mr. Poppin kills. Poppin Peep kills. Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime, sir. Thank you, and nice to see you, sir. Nice to see you. We have Hype Train level 1. Ladies and gentlemen, what happened to the Death Knight? Death Knight got killed, actually. Thank you for the prime, sir. Makura for you. Nice to see you. And ladies and gentlemen, let's enjoy this Dark Inferno cast. What is funny in this game that we are 9 minutes in, and both players, they have only 30 supply, because they are trading so hard. And ladies and gentlemen, level 5 unlocked on the Crypt Lord. I think that we can consider big beetles. Are we going to use big beetles, or it's going to be Impale level 3? Let's see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the blue Crypt Lord is marching here, and he wants to kill Destroyer form, but no, versus Acolytes, you can't kill it. I think you can't kill it. He doesn't know how advanced Destroyer form is. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente knows better. He's 2300 MMR. He's waiting. We need to pull the Acolytes. We need to pull the Acolytes, or maybe not. By Wand of Negation. Yes, the Wand of Negation is here. The rare situation when the Wand of Negation can be good. But actually, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente calculated this. I thought that there is no chance that he's able to kill the Slaughterhouse. And you know what? There will be no Destroyers in the air for a long time. Because in order to get Destroyer upgrade, you need to wait for the Slaughterhouse to go up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a nice W for Mr. Ente, because he was so behind with his tech. And what Crypt Lord level 5 can do here. Picking out hero levels, Mr. Call Me Master is creeping nicely. His Leech is in the making, a little bit late. Crypt Lord finally level 3. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the support, everybody. And I'm excited for those final games. Yes, but Mr. Vance, what would you skill here? Beetles or Impale? And by the way, Mr. Ente was able to kill Slaughterhouse, and basically he denied Destroyer form, like when he was 2 seconds away. So Impale 100%. Okay, but Destroyers are late. So that's a factor. We have the 3-minute delay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what now? Slippers of Agility are here. Wand of Negation was useful, actually. Beetles are not thick. Yes, it's Beetles level 2, basically, and... So, Crypt Lord is harassing while Death Knight is creeping. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And, you know, this harassment is just to buy time. It basically does not change anything. Mr. Ente killed the Slaughterhouse, but killing Slaughterhouse was like the last thing he can kill. Impale Surround. He's trying to time the Impale, and because he was timing it, the Crypt Lord can escape. Creep is done. We have Wand of Illusion on the ground. That's a good item in the late game. Ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Finally, tier 3 is done for Mr. Ente. And again, the game is slowly stabilizing. Slowly, slowly. Okay, we have counted gold mine up. Supply is almost even. Orb of Corruption will belong to the Lich. Oh yes, hello Orb of Corruption, and both players are online, and actually Call Me Master is trying to expand now. And the players are going to collide over this red camp here. Okay, the high ground belongs to the Blue Undead, but remember Blue Undead, Mr. Call Me Master is expanding, so he doesn't really want to fight here, and this Impale was grand. Full mana Death Knight was not able to heal, and he will just die with full mana. What a disaster. This is basically how it feels when you play versus somebody with much better micro. That's how it feels, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Grande Impale. This is a defensive Impale by Mr. Call Me Master, but yeah. Even if this expansion would be fully operational, it doesn't matter. GG. Nice game by Mr. Call Me Master. And, you know, him denying this expansion for a long time was actually amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, let me check the grid. And I will take a short break to check on my grandfather. But I want to check the grid, what is happening here. And I will be back soon. So now we are going to see, I think, Franzyzz won 2-0. So it's going to be Franzyzz versus Ente, ladies and gentlemen. So let just me change the stream title. So Ente versus Franzyzz org. And the winner will play versus Mighty Toxic. Okay, short break. It can be like 5 minutes, so be patient. Of course, go towards something else. Don't waste the time in the in the menu screen. But yes, if you want to see the game with English casting, please consider checking out the stream in around 5 minutes, maybe a little bit shorter than that. We'll see about that. And ladies and gentlemen, let's put some music on and be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody. Sorry for this long break, but I had to help my grandfather, but everything is fine and I'm all yours. And thank you, Mr. Badcrams, for a gift sub to Bad Face Man Dude Guy. That's definitely a very nice name. Ladies and gentlemen, Franzyzz versus Ente is just starting now. So even though I'm late, the game is starting in 1 minute. So that's great. Sorry for keep you waiting, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, let's enjoy the game. Let's enjoy the game. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Mr. Badcrams, for all of the support, sir. Hope you enjoyed the content. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Franzyzz versus Ente. And the winner of this game will play probably versus Mighty Toxie later. Which is, of course, great. Am I expecting Criplord first from Mr. Ente? I don't think so. So maybe it will force Mr. Basically, maybe Mr. Maybe Mr. Franzyzz will play my beloved Blademaster Mirror Image. We'll see about that. And yes, thank you for all of the support. How are you doing, guys? I'm all yours. I will stream for 1 or 2 hours more. That's for sure. Later, I will try to record a YouTube video, but I don't know if I will be able to because it's a long video, but we'll see about that. Maybe I'll just prepare the material for the video and I will record it tomorrow. We'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, what I do know is that finally, there is no more waiting. We are, ladies and gentlemen, in the game now, game 1 of Shocker versus Franzyzz, ladies and gentlemen. Not Shocker, sorry, Ente. Ente versus Franzyzz. Another good undead is Mr. Shocker, but he's not in this game. And ladies and gentlemen, what is happening here? On the top right, we have Mr. Ente. Yes, this is him. And he's going for the ghoul opener. Standard DK ghouls is what you need to do. And Mr. Franzyzz with the fast tech. I think he doesn't strike me like a Blademaster fast tech player. We'll see about that. I'm expecting Farseer. He's a little bit more old school. And it was a 50th gifted sub by Mr. Badcrams in this channel. Thank you, Mr. Badcrams, for the full huge support again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Franzyzz knows when to make his war meal, because maybe this war meal is a little bit early, or maybe just is right on time. Okay, so it's going to be fast hero and a little bit slower barrack. Okay, that's interesting. So it's going to be very fast tech and a little bit slower headhunter, so it's going to be the ground army. Ground confirmed that it's kinda old school meta. 2 hits of Mr. Franzyzz, and ladies and gentlemen, yes, for the undead it's DK ghouls. So actually Mr. Franzyzz could play Blademaster Mirror Image, but he wants to play for real. He doesn't want to play Bio Yayo, and as Mr. Carson said, that Blademaster is a good ladder hero, and Farseer is a tournament hero apparently. Farseer is crossing the map. And the first camp is already done. But ladies and gentlemen, the devil is in the details. The question is how much Mr. Ente will be able to creep under Farseer pressure. There is no point to fight for the last hit, says Mr. Ente. I want to get my coil. And he's not selling his TP, so Mr. don't worry about that. We don't worry about that much. Okay, so now we need to creep under pressure, and Mr. Ente knows that. Mr. Ente is a very good player, and he's actually will force the resummon of the wolves. Okay, the resummon forced. That's amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? As we can see, the creeping continues. Okay. And the coil gets to the Murloc, and yes, we need to get level 2. But level 2 is just the start. Mr. Franzyzz got only 1 kill on the skeleton. That's about it. So his experience is very, very low. And look at this, level 2 unlocked. Level 2 unlocked. And this start is decent for Mr. Ente. Anyone else suffering buffering? Mr. X7 Tech, I hope that there is no lag on the stream. Hello, Mr. Gibini. Mr. Gibini, are you lagging?
Players' forces
Sorry,
are
sir.
under attack.
Are we lagging, Mr. Gibini? Tell me. Nice to see you, sir. I lowered the bitrate like a few days ago, and it helped a lot with the lag. But if there is a problem, I will just restart the stream. Okay, so Mr. Tech, it's probably on your end, but knowing my internet, the lags can happen. To be honest, I'm overall happy with the Polish internet that I get, but you know, sometimes, yes, we may have some lags. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Hello, Mr. Heroic Lifestyle, nice to see you. Makura for you, sir. Thank you for Makura in the Twitch chat. Ladies and gentlemen, what's now? What's now, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see about that. So, Farseer is on low HP, and there is one sentry ward in front of the undead base. TC is the second hero. Okay, when we play TC as a second hero, we need to creep very heavily. A Shadow Hunter gives you this opportunity to go for the hexing in the early to the mid game, but yes, in this case, we don't have this this option. And yes, Headhunters are with the TC now, and they are going to creep. And the Farseer is basically useless. This Farseer is basically just keeping eye on here. Maybe he wants to get the last hit, but it's very risky. Mr. Franzyzz, don't do it. He wants to do it. And no coil. Okay, coil was on the Orc Magi. Okay, so Mr. Franzyzz. Okay, is he going to be forced to TP? Yes. Coil deals 70 damage. Okay, so 30 HP is left on Mr. Franzyzz, and he's trying to escape. Another coil, he's just teleporting back. TC is on level 1, TP lost, but it's not the end of the world, and now he's getting the heal. And ladies and gentlemen, a Bestiary is a nice addition with this build. Okay, look at this, the Death Knight. But it's enough, and there is no more mana. Actually, there is more mana. But yes, Farseer now is going to be in a defensive position. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, I think the game is still open. And of course, a lot will depend on the late game micro. Can we get a good late game micro? We'll see about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Looks good for Franzyzz. I do agree that it's not looking bad. But Mr. Ente has a lot of lumber. He's making this grande army. And TC is not on level 3 as well, right? TC will get level 2 now, which is great. Intelligence on the ground, by the way. TC wants to do defensive stomp. Okay, Nova. He's blocking the Lich with his body. TC is the bodyguard here. Okay, nice defensive stomp. I like it. And yes, it is a good question what Mr. Ente, like a late game plan is. Definitely he's very rich. He's very rich in lumber, which is good. And he feels a little bit like me after all of those gifted subs from Mr. Badcrumbs.
Players' forces are under attack.
So yes, he has a lot of lumber. And the question is what he's going to do with this lumber. Thank you again, Mr. Badcrumbs, for the huge support recently. Thank you, sir. Makura for you, if you are watching, of course. And yes, welcome everybody else. Welcome everybody else, ladies and gentlemen, to this stream. Very high MMR players from like Europe, from this DACH region. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente, you need to be careful a little bit. He wants to get this Farseer, but Farseer just bought the healing potion, and Death Knight has to TP out. Was it worth it? I don't know. And Mr. Gurken with the Prime, 3 months in a row. Thank you, Mr. Gurken. Thank you, Makura for you. Thank you for the huge support, sir, as well. Nice to see you. And look at this. This TC doesn't need any support because he's creeping nicely. And the next camp will be probably the Goblin camp. And ladies and gentlemen, this is so old school. When I see this one Raider, it brings memories because I used to play a Farseer Headhunter versus Undead in this meta basically.
A player's force is
So hello, Mr. Gurken. Mr. Gurken, I'm casting Dark Inferno in English. And we have like a relegation today, so they are playing to qualify for like for the main event. And you know, there is a lot of good players here. Ladies and gentlemen, one of them is of course Mr. Ente. Okay, the storm is here, he gets the item, but can TC survive? Do we have something to keep the TC alive? Not really. And the Farseer went there, there was invul swap. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a wasted item. This game was so slow before that. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Franzyzz, he wants to get his TC back. But this snipe on the TC was enough. There was no invul on him. Ladies and gentlemen, what a disaster. Farseer is running in circle. This is the problem, Mr. GBD. You need to be non-stop aware of this position versus good undeads, because versus good undeads, your TC is out of position, you have nice storm, but you just die. And man, it brought Mr. Franzyzz back to the Stone Age. To the Stone Age, mamma mia. To the Stone Age, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes. Okay. Okay, TC is looking okay now, but this healing ward will be cancelled. And we would love to have this healing effect. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the Undead is doing fine here. Undead is not rushing. Hello, Mr. Toxi. Mr. Toxi, do you know if you play today versus winner of this series, or you play like tomorrow? What is the schedule? And what happened in a second game versus... what happened in the first game versus Mr. Sushiko? If you want to disclose this. And congratulations for the nice game. But ladies and gentlemen, let me finish this cast. Because, ladies and gentlemen, with all due respect to Mr. Franzyzz, looks like the Orc was in a bad position. But now Mr. Franzyzz is fighting back. Supply favors the Orc. Wait a moment. When the moment. Fiends are dying. One of the Fiends was almost devoured, but the hero focused. But man, fighting close to the Voodoo Lounge. The hero focus doesn't work close to the Voodoo Lounge because of these healing potions. Mamma mia. Okay. Okay, what's now, ladies and gentlemen? What's now? Okay, Troll Berserker goes down, and these trades. Those trades, man. So good for the undead. He needs Obsidian Statue ASAP, because the one of Obsidian Statue is a real game changer. Ente has the supply lead. Mr. Franzyzz is almost reduced to his heroes, but it's similar for the undead as well. But the problem is that Orc heroes are not on high levels, and because of that I see problems. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ente is a very experienced undead. He is going to just lurk around, he's just going to push, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, the burrow is ready to I mean, this burrow is tanky, but ladies and gentlemen, as we can see, Franzyzz is trying to threaten the undead, and he's waiting for the raider. Maybe with this raider, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be some action. Okay, ladies and yes, Mr. Toxi, everything is on VOD. I was following Mr. Toxi because I like to watch Pala Rifle in action. Okay, the coil to the Farseer, and there is no shop. The last healing ward. This healing ward has some heavy lifting to do, but the uptime on the healing ward is nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we survive this Ente with huge supply lead? Ente with this freaking Obsidian Statue. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the healing ward is nice, but is it enough? We'll see about that. The raider is here, Kodob is in the back. It's a little bit weird position to be like stuck in your base. Okay, but there was the last charge of the healing wards, and we have actually flute. Okay, I don't know. So Mr. Toxi, this game was open. It was open for a long time until the Grande disaster happened in the middle. in TC level 3 was killed for nothing. And then, yes, he had to be revived and some headhunters died, yes. So Franzyzz was creeping and he was creepjack and he went a little too close to the undead. And yes. Yes, I saw the shocky coil. How do you do, by the way, Hammerfall, very nice Zeppelin drop. Very nice Zeppelin drop. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and what's now? Okay, the spike, not like this. I hope that we are coming back. Sorry for the stream lagging a little bit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we never know. We never know with the cross no internet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are fighting for real kill. Death Knight has a TP. So, okay, he's looking for the Death Knight kill. Mr. Franzyzz, Hex? Is there Hex? There is no Hex and TP. Okay. For that scenario, but it was very grande Zeppelin drop. And I like that you kept in game number 1 second skill. You were like thinking about second skill, right? And when you saw Naga, you just went for Divine Shield, so very nicely done. Mr. Gonzo does a good question. I don't know what to think about heal wave first. Maybe Org was playing from behind and he was just trying to stay alive, because I think Shadowhunter, yes, happened after TC was already dead. Yeah, so I like the Divine Shield. That's the good point. As an experienced Warden player, Mr. Toxi knows when to wait with the skill.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is true, this is true. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. 58 supply for Mr. Ente, and Mr. Ente has nice hero levels. Is TC... Okay, this TC is very tanky, plus 9 armor, and the Pripyat of Vitality is here. Okay. And we have 2 raiders. Man, those raiders are very hard to micro because their damage is not very big. And look who is marching. This is Mr. Ente. This is Mr. Ente marching, ladies and gentlemen. The coil meme. Shocker coil. Well, shocker coil meme, I know it a little bit. Yeah, this is how I call this item. I need to learn the proper pronunciation. I need to learn the proper pronunciation, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what's now? So, we have Wand of Illusion. Okay. And the push is coming. Ladies and gentlemen. Hurry up. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, this orc needs a miracle. TC needs to be in front. Yes, this TC is tanky. This TC is ready. A Kodo Beast. They need Grande Devours. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the TC goes in the middle of everything. Juicy Stomp. Very juicy, but there was silence on this guy. There was silence. That's why we popped the invul early. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? So the TC is in the Farseer invul used. Okay, we have a lot of invuls, I like it. Are we trying to do hero focus? Mr. Franzyzz is thinking about how to position his heroes. The focus is grand, the Shadowhunter dies as a weak link. And ladies and gentlemen, Death Knight is just repositioning again. He has a TP, but he needs to be careful. But silence, perfect silence on the TC. Death Knight doesn't care. And ladies and gentlemen, one Kodo Beast goes down. And again, the Dark Ranger will survive. Grande trade for the undead. And yes, Shadowhunter was killed. The Shadowhunter is very important. He's just on level 2. Now we need to wait for him to go back. There is no Devours. And yes, very good trade by Mr. Ente. And Mr. Ente is just going back to heal, to get the mana, and now he's even getting a red camp as a reward. But ladies and gentlemen, maybe Mr. Franzyzz will creepjack him hard. Dark Ranger is tanking a lot here, and the creepjack is coming. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this can be interesting. Okay, you need to be careful when you have army that low. Okay, bolt on the skeleton. We have burrow technology. But there is also a okay, I like the Stomp and Chain Lightning to kill the Fiend, but it was very mana. That was costly. Ente has a TP, and the idea from Mr. Franzyzz, force back the Ente and get the red camp. And ladies and gentlemen, he's trying to get the Death Knight. Coil, the Death Knight dies! And everything dies now! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever say that SaulPlayerMan is a bad player, you need to remember that even in big tournaments, even great players like Mr. Ente, they can lose a lot. And ladies and gentlemen, Ente has such an advantage that he's still winning this. But yes, that was a grand disaster. Mr. Franzyzz needs more. But the Lich is dead. Look at this. Dark Ranger got +5 intelligence, +5 agility. That's lovely. This Dark Ranger is going to carry the game in the late game. And Mr. Ente is like, okay, we need to Tavern Revive. We need to Tavern Revive. I need to spend all of my gold on these freaking Tavern Revives. Because the Lich is not with us. The Lich is not with us yet. And we are waiting. He can lose. Because destroyers are useless. There is no statue. This is also a possibility. Look at those big dark minions. Yes. The amount of destroyers is grande. 4 destroyers. Yeah, it was a little bit of the panic morph. And Lich is back from the tavern. 59 supply for Mr. Ente. No, not like this. Not like this.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Is the stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back. Okay, so after this game I will restart the stream. After this game I will restart the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and I will stop the YouTube transmission. So sorry about that. And died. Okay, and it's not good.